All right, y'all. I had the chills doing this reading, so let's go in. Tamla Horsford. I feel like, should I read about it or just go into the reading? All I know about it is she had a sleepover. Let me see if it says something here. No, it won't give me that. Well, damn. I feel like I'm going to get into the reading and then I'm going to have to get into Google. Google me, bitch. I don't know. She been on my list. I got a couple people on my list. She's on it. And she took over. She came to the forefront. Do me right now. Do me, baby. Like you never done before. Oh. Is she married? Told you I want to go read the article. Okay, let's go in. I heard she was frantic before her death. Panic. It was panic. Jesus, have mercy. Do I got out the right cards? She came through. That's what I expect. The answers you need are coming. Full moon and Gemini. Lovers. That's what I was asking. Was she married? Step out of your comfort zone. North Node. That's what she was doing. Chilling with all the girlies. Come on now. Put them up. Maybe. Meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I mean, she was walking on eggshells at the party. She was not comfortable. It's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Royalty. I mean, she felt like royalty, but she felt like she was on eggshells. So that's why she ended up outside. That's for one. That's what I hear. So let's see. And then the Scorpio is the feelings, and then the one that's on the earth. Gotcha. She did die on the ground, supposedly. Supposedly. Pisces. And that's the one that's actually in the water with the feelings. And that's caring, giving a care at this point. I told y'all people be coming to me. It's a list of Biggie Smalls. Biggie. Can't you see? Damn, y'all want me to do that? But, you know, she felt big in some energy there, and maybe some people felt small. Let's see. Jack of Heart. That was the thing. It was some fake love there. Tender heart, communicating, but still getting through it. Jesus. Yes, unsure the whole route. Even about the invite. So I'm over here like, why the fuck would you go? Because you trying something new. That's the joke. Third party energy. Beware what you trying. Beware your own energy out here. What you get yourself into. Jesus, have mercy. Walking away. This giving me that Kanika Jenkins energy. Give people the opportunity to do stuff. All in your business. Let's see. So, Nunu. She didn't know. Unaware. That would be more that eggshell energy. Like, that's the joke. Like, the fuck? Like, why would you be walking on eggshells around your so-called friends, right? But I didn't know that they really was not my friends. Shit. This energy been coming up in the reading. Like, you don't know that they don't fuck with you like that. Oh, I guess I can name it that. I'm interested in what's going on in this reel, but that's a little bit of it. We can wait. Hopefully I don't forget. It's taking me too much to go name it. Oh, they don't mess with that lady like that. But she felt that though. If she was being honest with herself. Fuck your opinion. You wasn't invited to the party. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. But it was other people there too, so let's see what's going on. This family tree. Yep. Yep. Conflict, options, illusions. I had jealousy. Damn. See, people don't really know what jealousy is. So it's like, okay, invited to the party. I came, conquered. Okay, see y'all later. Not spend the fucking night. Nah. That's why I asked, does she have a husband? Cause I'm going home to my husband. See y'all later. Half of their husbands was at the party. No? Where your husband? Maybe she ain't have one. Let's look into this because we ain't going maybe. Let's go. Tamla Horsford. Tamla died in November. We coming up on your shit. That's why you get talked about. You came up while attending a party in a home in Cumming, Georgia. She was a mother of 5. So she was a mother. She was 40. Was found unresponsive in the backyard and appeared to have fallen from the home's deck about 14 feet off the ground. I can't. Was she married? She got parents, siblings, spouse. She was married. So she never divorced. When she died? Oh, she was married. Chad, what's going on, baby? To Leander. Mm-hmm. What kind of story is this? Because I guess that's when, since she died, it was over. Okay. So your husband wasn't at the party with you. You should have went home to your husband. That's the joke. Okay, but let's say shoulda, woulda, coulda. What happened? You know, it's how to do things by the crossing. You don't know how to do things to be successful, but you can see non-success. Because I was adding it up. So you spending the night, but you have a husband and children, but you thought and you were shaky. But that was you. I don't know how shaky you are. If I look at you through a magnifying glass, I could probably see you shaking in your boots, but still. You was nervous as fuck to spend the night, to close your eyes. So go home. That's why you in the middle of the night on the deck smoking, because you can't go to sleep. Go home. You ain't had no ride home. Oh, shit. But see, y'all see what it is. Go home. Now, let me see if she had a ride home. What happened? I'm going to say she cleared her ass. Could have Ubered the fuck out of there. Was Uber around? Where's a taxi? I'm glad they made Uber. This is probably why they made it. Although Uber is got to need a camera. It's just like be safe out here. Wherever you at, in the Uber, at somebody else's house, at this fucking point. Amazing. Now I'm I don't know if it's the person that actually. Let me go into this because now it's making it seem as if she slipped over the fucking deck. Now she just slipped her conscience and went to and stayed the night at the party. That's what she slipped at. Let me see what's going on. But it is a woman being pointed out, although it was all women. But it was some men at the party also, but it's a woman being pointed out. Now, whether it's her, which once again, you have to take accountability. Ace of Spades, 29, 9, 10, 11. Her twin flame. Your ass supposed to been at home with him, child. So for the one twin flames, you got your twin flame. All right. Leave your twin flame. See where your ass end up at. My bad. Somebody need to get real. Four of Pentacles holding on tight. This is coming in where, let's get into the story. That's a couple, like it took me from the end to the beginning, and now, but let's go to the end where it took me at. Her going over this balcony, ending up on the floor. She was really tussling. I'm talking about she was not trying to go over, so it was a tussle. All right, holding on tight. I'm over here like, did she slip and fall? Oop, it's an accident. All right, but let's go back to the beginning. Holding on tight, knowing that what the fuck is you holding on tight for? Let go. Go home. Page of Swords. Figure out how to get the fuck out of there. It's some enlightenment to feel comfortable, not to just be in the dark overnight. But that was the option. You'll make it in the morning. Joyous should come in the morning. All right. My first inclination is you left your twin flame and your children at home. What you had that for? You trying to get a break? Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. King of Cups, no love. He was cheating, child. He hadn't cheated before. So masculine is, I mean, you do your girl dirty. She trying to get away. She might well go all the motherfucking way. That's why she ain't even want to come home. She ain't had nowhere to go at this point to start hope healing. Shit hadn't happened at home. Or he wasn't showing himself enough love to even cater to her. So she out here with the girls. Girls night out. Typical. But I'm over here like, you can go to a bar and get roofied. The bitches ain't even had to do it. It was just a mistake. Once again, I keep coming up with, oops. Knowing how to move out here, this is crazy. 10 of Pentacles to the Four of Swords, contemplation. If it feel like you want to blame somebody, you murderer. How the fuck did you get to the murderer? How they get to you? How y'all amongst each other? That's what fuck it up. Page of Swords, trying to figure that shit out. 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords. I mean, did they have social media? This is 2018. I told y'all we was just coming in good to this shit. We in 2022. Y'all think we had the internet forever. Nah, people just getting paid now. And it's going up. Advancing. So, like, she felt like she was, like, they will be a different family. Like, she got this family over here. Meek still questioning. So, you got a twin flying husband and kids at home, but you trying to get away. You went to the house. Y'all ain't going on no vacation together to get us right. Yeah. So, your getaway was over at this girl's house. Bad idea. It's just terrible situation. That's really what it is. Yes. So do you need to live to see tomorrow? For what? This ain't getting no better. Damn it, man. Somebody got to understand that. But shit, real deal. Like, if you know the girl, whoever invited her to the house, she felt like they was family. And she was going to go over there and, you know, spill her beans by what she going through at home and shit. Bitch, you need a counselor at this fucking point. You know what I'm saying? I do read cards. We have, you know, this distance is not, You all up under other people and shit, and they looking at you like this is a party. This is not that bitch. This is not a counseling session. Roll up, pour up. Like I don't know where this was at, but I don't even think she started that. Like she was probably just looking around. Like I just, and she probably wasn't even enjoying herself. This is the reality, okay? But she smart tonight because she ain't want to go home. But you got to get your ass up out of here. So where you got to go? Ace of Cups to the star. Ain't no lie about that. Ain't nothing but the truth. Love yourself, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, that would be like she did, and that was her end, you know. But of course, somebody like, but they killed her and ended her life. Okay, you can say that. Oh, it's both sides. That's how she was supposed to die. 3 of Cups celebration. She felt better because she was not happy. This giving me, total opposite of the scale. You got Raven Jackson, just like I do it myself. No blame nobody, but y'all still did. Y'all still motherfucking did. It was this, it was that, it was, and then her. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Let me go. Hey girls, shit. It was a lot of illmatic energy, just not loving yourself, not caring, in the fucked up situation, truly. So when you just done, you done, ain't nothing else to do. Me, I probably just lay up in the bed. Just die up in the bed or some shit. I'm not just gonna go all up in other people's shit. 'Cause I know shit happen. Fuck, I mean, me thinking of dying, that's the worst case scenario. Shit, you could break a leg. I be breaking nails and shit. Like, you should just set your ass home. Burning hands and shit, fucking up shit. Just, it be shit that happened. Like, I should just, it don't have to be worse. It don't have to be bad shit. Start breathing a certain, like, God damn, I got COVID in this mother. I should have never came. Damn. Yeah, it just be silly shit I'm thinking about. I mean, I'm over here like dead serious. When do I feel like going to the grocery store? Like the weekends is packed because everybody who not working, who working and not working on the weekends is there getting their shit done because they can't really do it during the week. Plus the people who just feel like going. I'm gonna go when I think, people a little bit busy sometime during the week, even though some people have their time off. But I take my chances. Like I see it extra crowded on the fucking weekend for some strange reason. I'll wait. Appropriating the energy. See, she just felt like, I guess, being married with the children. I'm over here like, okay, we wanted a vacation, bitch, go to the Bahamas. Like, shit. Jesus, justice. Love yourself. Healing. I mean, looking for someone else to heal you. Then you go to the creator. I get that part. Oh, shit. I don't need everything. I don't. I get it. Like, because you looking for something else, and that's wrong. You should be only, looking up. And then when you tired, I just feel like self-reflection. Like, she just knew them people ain't fuck with her, and y'all could possibly. It's a Jeffrey Dahmer type shit. Like, was this around when a lot of people, like, was dying and shit? Like, I could possibly die in the news. I don't fucking know. But I mean, this could be some type of characteristic shit. If y'all want to talk about that, that's the joke. Because we is clueless by how they entertain us out here. Now, that's a real story here. Yes, it's time to release negativity. Like, why is everybody... How did this person down and y'all questioning her does? Nah, but that ain't the story. As it come out, it's reading about how it's a masculine here that didn't love himself enough to show love to her. That's why I question, do she have one? She does. So now it's a storm. She having problems at home. Her vacation, her home away from home was displaced. So she say. But see, I guess it was other people there that, it wasn't their home, but they was there. Now I'm over here like, did the owner of the home have something to do with this? That would take it back to the storm and contemplation, which takes it back to her just not feeling comfortable there, whether the owner had something to do with it or the other people at the party had something to do with it. Once she stopped feeling comfortable, bitch, okay, I'll see y'all later. I don't give a fuck where we at, whose spot it is, because then they take it into detail. Okay, this your place. Make them leave. You know what I'm saying? No, bitch, remove yourself. It ain't no argument about who place and who gonna stay in that. I don't know if they had that argument. If it was that deep, let's go deeper. Basically, it's if she's saying if she would have loved herself, she would have had the healing mechanism at that time. Probably would have went home. Let me see what this say. Yeah, took that leap of faith. Yeah, she definitely. That's why I said, did she jump? Did she? I ain't say that part. I said, did she slip and fall? I basically did say, like, did she commit suicide? Like, did she do it? She went over there. She like, I can't take this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? But that was from the initial going over there. Understand that shit. She couldn't take the shit no more. So you going over here to take some more shit, and they can't take that shit either at this fucking point. Where you going? Go to. You might well sit at home and just. Well, then again, you ain't want to be here. This way, take me to Raven Jackson. You tired of everything. She was tired of some shit, child. At least at home. Now, if you tired of home, yeah, that's what's going on. Anyhow, the Fool to the Wheel of Fortune. This is a lot of shit, so let me see what it say. Adrian, what's going on? How are you? The Fool, the Wheel, Seven of Swords, Three of Swords, Page of Wands, and then the World. Well, this will be thinking you can put, counsel your problems with other people out here. Initially, and I don't even think she got that done. I'm over here like, did they have girl talk? We're going to get into it because this is what it's all talking about. That's what she initially went over there for. Now, whether that was the objective for all of them. Yeah. And for what's going on, I see y'all in the building. How are you, babies? So let's see what this say. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles coming in. That's definitely opportunity. It's giving me the energy like, did y'all record? You know what I'm saying? Y'all, because right now, if you go to whatever, right now you see them coming through the fucking door with the bucket, the same color as all the items. Y'all see this shit. This is this type, but it's a reverse. It's on the other end of the scale. Check that shit. So now, like, I guess they wasn't making money like that on TikTok and shit. Y'all want to see this story, right? All them together and everybody got the cameras. Anyhow, it wasn't much of an opportunity. That's what it's saying. Basically, because she could have been at home trying to fix what's going on, although it wasn't no fixing. That's why she's gone. Okay, that way at least that's how the story read, and like it was done at home. I don't know if he was even up. I'm over here like, was he there with the children at the time? What was the children and what was he? And she was over here. That's the whole fucking story, y'all. So she was done. Like, her life was done. She gone. You know what I'm saying? Her character is gone. Like, you once again keep bringing up, you can blame BLAME, blames. Somebody got to take the blame. You can blame the killer. Whatever. She was supposed to get killed. Like, she was, I don't know, y'all. Anyhow, the Fool took that leap of faith to go. to the party, new adventure, Wheel of Fortune to the Seven of Swords. Nasty, because once again, her other life is coming up, and so either you ignoring it or you want to. Did you go here to think you was getting some counseling about it? So now you heartbroken going into a party. You not even comfortable. And Page of Wands, but you're trying to get over it, so that's why you even went. Okay. And then I hear in the world, but now we're trying to figure out, is that how we move? Is that watch how you move? That's a bigger message. Like, I'm finna go to I'm gonna be honest. It was somebody I went to school with. I had found out at work that they offered themselves. And I was like, damn, we was like young, okay? At least in our, like, if I'm about 38 now, if not, maybe 30, 38 one. No, yeah, maybe 30, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, that would be young to me, my bad. So anyhow, and it's like, damn, we ain't even 40 yet. But he couldn't take it. I think baby mama drama and on child support couldn't afford it. I think this was the story I was hearing. Never did to read now that I think about it. I might just throw a couple cards in the air and see what that shit was like. Now that I can read cards. But anyhow, so he did it and I was getting off of work. And I was like, I'm going to take a quarter of weed and go roll up, and then we gonna talk, sit around and talk and see what happened. First of all, I went to jail that motherfucking night from a cop with one eye. I mean one headlight, let me correct it. And so yeah, they got my ass high. I should have pulled your ass over, bitch. You out here in the streets with no headlights. Like a motorcycle. And I was like, when I find out, dog, just watch over me. That day on, I don't need nobody to watch the fuck over me except the creator. Bow. That's one. And as I thought I was gonna go on this assignment and chill, and figure some shit out and ease my mind after a long day of work and amusement, that didn't happen. I ended up in the fucking cell. Like, how? Over fucking marijuana? Shit. That's the cause of stop smoking today for me. I'm gonna get there. So then I'll be in the space where I can smoke and not get in trouble for it, because it's becoming more free. Matter of fact, they passed a law. I'm in Florida, well, specifically Miami, that now you get $100 ticket instead of going to jail. Cause me, I was crying the whole time. And you're like, why the fuck I'm in here? It's a bitch taking crack out her coochie. But y'all got me for marijuana. I hate y'all. I can't sleep in. It's too cold. I want to go home. That's how I want to get bailed out, because I had already went to jail. I'm telling y'all my whole life story. Just quick rundown. I had went to jail for not signing a ticket. I didn't know that shit. Young. Just sign a fucking ticket, go to court. I was like, I ain't doing nothing wrong. I was like, man, fuck that shit, bitch. Let's go. Whole scene, y'all. I was like, I should have just signed the fucking ticket. Had no idea. But so that's how I got bailed out. The second time, going for marijuana, nope, sit your ass in there. Okay, I understand. Never drove with marijuana again. Had what I'ma smoke. Them pictures was on me too. Them people know me. They was at the corner. I can't drive. I can't do this. They everywhere. They following me, aggravating. Wonder why I'm who I am today. So anyhow, as it's giving me the energy of everything I done fucking went through, it's understanding just movement. What the fuck? You can't just go off the rocker because of what the fuck is going on. You must stand motherfucking still. Her ass wasn't trying to stand still. Going back into some of my energy. I wasn't standing still. I was over here do this, having a motherfucker watch over me. As if it was putting problems other places. Why you putting problems on people as if they can better that shit? It needs to be you and the creator. Now, for me to say if she had her life right with Jesus, the creator or not. Her problem was if she, to assume that she did, she wouldn't have been crunching over here. That's the whole point. That's the whole testimony. You don't have to crunch, have a crutch. Lean on the motherfucker. Cause now you leaned all the way over the fucking balcony. Uh-huh. Queen of Pentacles. For what? Like you went to go talk to them people for what? Probably didn't have much of a conversation. I'm looking at it. And cause I'm over here telling y'all more about my life to interject y'all on like I learned from shit. So you don't have to do it. Now I don't have to go ahead and figure this out. I don't have to lean on them to hear about shit. It's like I'm over here like maybe I should flip some cards. I ain't got shit to do with nobody else. At this fucking point, it might have to do with other shit, you know, and telling me and the creator. But I ain't even asking nobody what happened. I had to figure that shit out because that was what it was. And I still ain't get the information. She went over here thinking that she can depend on some female. Some of them she didn't even motherfucking know like that. And then what you finna have girl talk and tell them all your business, but there ain't nothing straight at home. It was like it's a backwards ass circle. That's why it flipped me into my life. The fuck I'm going over there to talk to them. Yeah, somebody gone cool, but understanding that they can't look over me. That was one big lesson for me. And then, I mean, it was me putting that shit on that. And then riding around with the weed. That one, I knew they was gonna free that shit up. That wasn't a big ass lesson to me. It was more so trying to go over there and figure some shit I like be up in. I was probably finna smoke all my weed up with the motherfucker. That was probably the big lesson. I'm very giving and shit. But with the Queen of Pentacles trying to come up, we already talked about what you was gonna do over there. What was the opportunity or something? You know, that's the thing. If you're gonna move, learning how you move and then what you moving for. Her movement was like, where's she going? Success. She said she thought she was going to be successful. I already questioned that. You left every fucking thing at home. You got a husband. TwinFlame look like that's even more significant. That means she didn't marry just anyone. That would indicate more of an ending. Like she had it all. And then your children. And then that what the fuck you running away from? Yeah, you done. Success. You have reached your pivotal success. Queen of Wands. Done. Look up. Like being magical and being sufficient. And then trying to find other shit to do. That's how she ended up over there thinking she was gonna party and didn't enjoy the motherfucker. When she could have found a way out, but as bad as it was nowhere to go, it wasn't no motherfucking where to go for her. I can't imagine that because, you know, we still looking for the killers. Killer, right? The killer. Successful. They did their fucking job. See, a lot of people don't understand what killing is. Like the killer's supposed to kill. I done had someone ask me that during the reading. Wake this shit up. A personal reading. They asked me, so it's like, so a pedophile is supposed to pedophile. You want a definition? Sorry that they have that. So you mad at the pedophile? It's disgusting. You gonna waste your time being mad at them? Your fault. Is there such thing as one? Is that such? Yeah, all that shit. Chicken, bird, a cup, killer, a chiefer, Queen of Wands. So is she happier dead? You see her successful, the star. We talk about her. But is y'all mad that she did? Like somebody killed her. Y'all, it's for the ones who say it wasn't meant to be or something. She didn't have to die like that or some shit. Oh, they can't believe it. They can't. They can't. I guess you wanted her to die in a different way. You want a different storyline. Somebody do. I mean, I'm over here like you can't even write yours. Because when yours happened, you was not coming back from the dead to announce that. This how I went. And you got to tell the story like this. No more going forward. Done dealio. Five of Swords. Self-sabotage. If you understand, we said that from the beginning. She was tired of going forward to the bushes. She had nowhere to go. That's the story. I keep saying go home. Bitch, I ain't home. You know what? Damn it, y'all. I had to play this the other day. Just keep coming up off of soul food. The family in my house fuck my husband. Yeah, Faith fuck my husband. Tell me what? Put the knife down. That's my favorite part of the movie, y'all. That's probably this shit. I don't know. I don't know why we moving so. Like, I'm not. I don't see that. I'm just. It's coming up. Fuck family. I'm tired of taking care. Wonder why Drake say take care, because a lot of people need to. They tired, man. And they find their way out. It's a way to go. It's your day and a way to go. And we hear about it. Here it is. Page of Cups. No love. Now let's get into it. All the way at the end. Oh, this next deck must be finna be good. This goes back in to Queen of Pentacles, the opportunities that she was actually gathering up. But with Page of Cups being reversed, she didn't have enough love in her to even shower. So she come like pucker up, like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Okay, so ain't nobody even kind of concerned, because it's like somebody like you don't really know them. Now, if you really fuck with them, you may be like, what's wrong? You good? Talk to me. Let me know what's happening. You don't really, I know you. You looking kind of down today. This is not that. So now you go somewhere in a situation and people looking at you like, okay, bitch, get over it. Interesting. I'm getting this energy, your husband cheating again. You know what I'm saying? Like, they husband not, my husband not cheating. Your fucking husband get cheating on you. I'm talking about it's the way it make it look. She was ready to go, y'all. She was fucking ready to go. I don't know if she was the talk of the town or some shit. Not only is she a star now, like she was a star, like, so I don't know what her husband was out here doing, embarrassing her, which led her to embarrassment too. Like, she didn't know how to control some shit. Four of Wands, reverse to Justice. Marriage was done. The foundation was crumbling. They didn't have nothing, no type of fucking attachment. None at all. Knight of Cups. The love was being held back long time ago. I'm over here like, did they ever get divorced? So he definitely didn't love himself enough to express it to her. Not was he cheating? Okay. I did see the Three of Cups, Three of Swords. He had a couple of affairs. I don't know the affair. Now, the crazy part is if a affair come out, you would think like, but this is her at the party and shit. The bigger picture is she was running and ain't had no motherfucking where to go. But the stairway to heaven. Do I have a stairway to heaven here? Nope. I mean, I see the birds taking flight. But this is saying how her house was not a home. And then she go to a home that's not her house. That's the title of the fucking movie. I got to learn how to label it like that. That's what we gonna label this motherfucker. Cause I mean, I read what I read, and it ain't give me much. Did I click in on the article? Nah. So this is gonna be like Horsford. What? Look at God. The creator be creating these stories. Realizing the tower, her realizing what she need to be. And this will be the stairway to heaven. Shit, I was looking for it. Them chickens going off out there. Man, I can't make this story up. All right. The tower is a house. Mm-hmm. It's not yours. Why you there? Woo. I mean, do you need to go to sleep at home? Can you have spend the nights? I mean, if you know the person, I mean, if you're going over to spend the night to get to know the person, I'm not saying 100% it don't always work out. You can take your chances to close your eyes. She didn't even close her eyes, all right? But you can take your chances to close your eyes. I don't know. Damn it, man. Knight of Pentacles. That's Russian roulette. But somebody being held back from an opportunity that, like, what is you doing? Okay. So, okay, I'm going to let you go for it. Did you make anything out of this? So this will be like going, okay, and then they had the party. And then she's sitting there uncomfortable having a couple of drinks. Why? Because her heart a little broken. Like, she can have a little bit of fun, if that. But then she like, whatever. Then still thinking in the back of her mind, right? So it's still holding back some shit. Still can't get some shit through. Now, we wondering how 4 days in the motherfucking morning she ended up outside. Like, you ain't died in the house, okay? Where you was supposed to be sleeping over at. You was outside and never slept. You ain't never sleep at this fucking point. All right, so yeah, this 4 days in the morning. She never went to sleep. That's what I'm saying. Like, she had a sleepover and never went the fuck to sleep. This ain't happened the next day in the morning when she woke up. No. After the party. It was so she running from her masculine, and it was a masculine, and it was a woman. So it was somebody to damn it, y'all. Y'all go look at the motherfucking shit. It was somebody there with a husband. It was a feminine and a masculine. And they had attention all fucking night. Let's go look at this shit. I don't know this story, y'all. That's why I just brought up Wikipedia ain't gonna tell us. It's supposed to be a fucking like you know how different articles give you different details, you know what I'm saying? So they arrived at the house. She arrived at the house at 8:30. It's a party. 5 sons and a husband. Damn, all sons, no daughters. It was a birthday celebration for her friend Jan Myers. So that's the person or the owner of the house, or did they have it at somebody else's house? Because she felt like she was good with the person at the house. So that's a whole bunch of people there. Invited a group of moms. Most wouldn't meet through the local youth football. Oh, most would, my bad. So they know of each other to them. So she felt home at the house, but still contemplating the others to spend the night. I just told that's the basics. So they told us who she is, and they went straight into spending the night for what? Not wanting anyone to drink and drive. Yeah, okay. I just asked about Uber at this time, but they got it now. Hospital arrived at the bottle with a bottle of tequila and a small overnight bag and changed into a white onesie pajama. She wasn't comfortable. So why you go that you got to drink and can't go home? You knew this though. But I thought I would feel comfortable. You didn't. Look, the party held evening November 3rd was originally meant to be all women. Okay, this man coming in. But Myers' boyfriend, Jose Beria and Tom, it might be Tom who they point out, the husband of another attendee, that's who we're talking about, ended up sticking around in the end of the group, who advocates for Horsford were later dubbed the fourth, 12th, including 9 women, 2 men, 9, 10, 11, and 1 husband who, according to the police interviews, only dropped off and picked up his wife. That's what I asked in the beginning. You ain't had no way home? I asked that. Because, see, as husband and wife, they had done agreed, you know, because they was on the same page before they left the house. See, Town was running from the house. But when you got a good relationship, okay, you can drop me off, but you can pick me up. That's what I'm talking about. Ain't no spending the night. I don't know what the fuck you spend the night for. Tunchi is not live right now. Nah. So that was a good thing. That showed y'all this is real. The details actually right here in front of your damn face. It's like it's so funny. Cause I done said every single one of these details. Should have went home or had somebody pick you up, but oh y'all ain't even no good time. So now you running from that shit. While the women drank, socialized, and watched the LSU Alabama game. See, I knew they were doing some shit instead of like really going deep into girl talk or something. Like she was hurt and she didn't have no outing. You know what I'm saying? She just over there watching football, drinking, socializing. Horsford, the only habitual smoker at the party, so she kept going outside to smoke, regularly stepped out the balcony for cigarettes. She also smoked marijuana that evening, but Myers asked, what the fuck they got to do with it? To calm her nerves, she the only one smoke marijuana? I'm just saying, if she just went outside to smoke, whatever. And then they asked her to stop. That's why this is before she spent the night. You can't even smoke. Take your ass home. So now you went out and smoked over the motherfucking balcony. They been told you to fucking stop. According to Maya's own statement, she had teased Horsford during the conversation, calling her the female Bob Marley, and reminded her that Barrera worked at a pretrial officer as a pretrial officer and did not approve. So she's smoking at a party with police. She at the this the police. Y'all crazy. She at the fucking police party. This why this that like Illuminati shit. So I did say maybe she was being. I ain't say that, but now it take me to that how I interjected with my energy. I don't know if they ain't fuck with her. Fuck the follow part. Just not fucking with her. Just not fucking with her. Eventually, the men joined the party and the group played cards against humanity. So it was, so wait, so they tell us the story. They tell us, she ain't tell us shit. They tell us it's a story that it was supposed to be all women. But for what? When it's husbands there. 1, 2, and then the third one dropped the person off. But it's like 9, 10, 11, 12 people. But they counted the one who came and left also, 13 in total. 9 women, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 3 men. That still ain't counting up because that'll be 10 women and 2 men, 10, 11, 12. And then the 13 will be the third man. So it's still about 3 men and 9 women because they keep saying 9 fucking women. But it seems like it's a miscount some goddamn well. 12th, including 9 women and 2 men. 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's 12, not 13. My bad. So it's 12. 9, 10, 11. It's 3 men for sure. 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, whatever maybe. Out of these 12, 8 were planning to spend the night. So that 9th woman was going home with that third man. So now it's 8 people there overnight and 2 men still, or what happened? Let's keep going. So eventually the men joined the party of the group, played cards against humanity, photographs and videos. See, this what I talked about, photographs and videos. Okay, it's cool. Y'all can collect memories, but now they put the shit up on social media and make money off of it. That would be the Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Page of Cups, reverse. Like, what is y'all doing? But she probably was in a depressed stage anyway, going over here. If that's what it's talking about, I'm feeling more characteristic set up. Or it could be a real person, and then they tell us about it just in their way. So that's the figuring out. Because I'm going to be real with y'all. If you check my comment section and you check my title, some people come in here for readings. But doing this specific reading, my title is not matching the comments. It's like, who the fuck is in the comment section? And then they do that shit on purpose. They call it trolls. I guess who the fuck is trolling at this point? So they pointed out she had been drinking tequila. The whole party was, right? She was the only one smoking though. So, and would later be found to have a significant BAC. According to photos, videos, and witnesses' accounts, Horsford didn't appear particularly drunk, but she was high though. I don't know, they ain't said that, but they pointed out she was smoking marijuana and telling that she was high. What if it was some badass weed? It probably, it probably even got her more depressive. It probably didn't get her high enough. Guests who weren't spending the night began to leave around 11:30 p.m. So the people, it was only one person because according to them, it's 12 people 8 people that were supposed to spend the night. Now we were trying to figure out the 2 husbands and the 1 lady. So they didn't say the people who left, they just said guests. Who weren't spending the night began to leave around 11:30. Well, what time the party started? 8:30. They started arriving 8, 9, 10, 11. 3 hours, bummy ass party. Well, I thought like it's right before midnight. Y'all, that was just popping off, but y'all finna get into bed before 12. What? I'm not coming to y'all party. No, thank you. No motherfucking thank you. Nah. How people leave before 12? It just be starting to kick off if you ask me. While those were staying trickle off to bed, I can't make this up. I'm not coming to your house for a fucking party to spend the night and go to sleep at 12. And I'm grown. I'm so that's bored as fuck. And you don't want me to motherfucking smoke at your shit? I'm going home. Why you ain't find your way home, baby girl? Because you ain't want to. I'm reading the whole title. I don't even have to go back into the cards at this point. That's why y'all over here want y'all own readings. What's happening, Hassan? How are you? So not everybody finna go to bed over the next couple of hours. Shot high, trickled off the bed, maybe between 1 and 2 o'clock. That's what it sounds like. According to police interviews, I told you this happened at midday. It sounds like 4 o'clock, 4 in the morning, but let's see what they say. Horsford remained awake after Mayers and Barara headed to bed around 1:30. Told you. So 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. Now it's 1:30 and everybody sleep. The last person to see Horsford was Bridget Fuller, who was picked up by her husband at 1:47. So we said guests were leaving, so we figured out she was still there, the one who actually got dropped off. Everybody else was probably with their husband, but we still don't know who left. Because I was assuming she was one of the people that left, but hell nah, she still motherfucking left at 1:47. In her statement, Fuller says the Horsford was eating a bowl of gumbo at 2 o'clock in the morning because she was high. I'm going to take that. And she was bored, and she probably could smoke, so that do make you eat. If you telling us that what she smoked, yeah. Mm-hmm. And said she planned to smoke a cigarette. So she's still finna smoke anyway. So I'm just taking that she was smoking and she 2 o'clock still up. Cause I'm like, who the fuck going to bed at a party anyway? So I will eat some gumbo. Let's go. Gumbo and roll up. And had said she planned to smoke a cigarette and head to bed. They could have just said smoke once again, like I said. But over the next 10 minutes, the home security system registered the back door, remembering now they don't even want her to go smoke. Whether she's smoking a cigarette or marijuana, see, that was if you want to fight about it, because it was officers that did not want her to smoke marijuana. It's the fact that now that they know she smoked marijuana, they don't know what the fuck she finna smoke when she smoked. Any fucking way. So bitch, just don't smoke. I don't know what you smoking. They trying to monitor what the fuck. Anyhow. Closing the opening again for the last time at 1:57. So that's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. She's trying to be respectful. And then everybody just went to sleep at 1:30. So, okay, I got 30 more minutes to get in and not go back out. So that was for the last time. So they said this will be the storyline. I get it. So around 8:45 the next morning, they just skipped the whole midday that I told you about. It's about 4 days in the fucking morning, 4 o'clock. We go to the next morning and Madeline Lombardi, Myers' aunt, that sounds like a made up name, who lived at the house, headed into the kitchen to make her morning cup of coffee. So hold on, they heard the door. Hold on, I got to go back. Over the next 10 minutes, the home security system registered the back door opening, closing, and then opening again for the last time. So it never closed at 1:57. Okay, everybody was asleep though. Don't nobody know about this. Supposedly, right? So around 8:45 the next morning, the auntie who lived at the house. Now let's go back to, I told y'all she felt like this was a house that wasn't her home. But then I also said, that her ass ain't go to sleep. You know what? I'm trying to finish the reading, but I can't get out the damn text. I knew I had to find some type of article, but I got to make sense of the article. And then that somebody was around, like somebody, like, who house is it? Okay, so now I'm like, you welcome at the house, but now it's telling us somebody else even lived there. Okay. As if she know the aunt. Anyhow, so she headed into the kitchen to make her coffee. In the interview with the police, Lamberti described seeing something chilling through her window in the backyard. Through her window or through the window downstairs that she was making the coffee. I don't fucking know. Through the window. The white dog print onesie. It was Horsford face down in the grass. How? There better not be a balcony, because how could you see? You must be downstairs in the basement. Where you at? Not moving after saying a prayer. Lombardi headed upstairs. Okay. You was downstairs to find maybe, well, I don't know where you were. It sounds like it's a 3-layer house, if you ask me at this point. It tell us, matter of fact, let's go back. Horsford black mother had dinner and 5 sons celebrating they be putting the shit in here, dog. Hold on. I had read it. The party held was originally meant for all women, but sticking around. And then the group who advocates for 12 women, according to police, dropped off and picked up. No, let's go back up. Invited the group, spend the night. Horsford, the bottle tequila cover. And what? Hold on. I had seen this something about the basement. I gotta find it. Watch football in the finished basement. It's a 3 levels. The finished basement. It's a here, and then you go upstairs. So I'm asking, was she in the fucking basement when she went upstairs? So I'm still like, is it 2 levels or 3 levels? It might only be 2 levels. So that's why I'm like, so you in the basement and you see this? Because you can see out the basement window. Because how you see her over the balcony? That's my thing. You said this is what you said to the people. The fuck? Where we at with this? Face down in the grass, not moving after saying the prayer. Lombardi headed upstairs to find Mayers. telling her something appeared to be wrong with her friend from the island. Horsford was born from the Caribbean. When she was 11, she came to the U.S. So they called 911 just before 9 a.m. Well, when they found her? At 8:45, bitch, that's 15 minutes to call the police. Y'all just shut the fuck. I don't even know why y'all listen to these stories. The story is the fucking depressing. They like, this what y'all have to say. It took y'all 15 minutes to call the police. What could you do? Why would it take you that long to call the police? What you did is a CPR. For what, bitch? You don't know how long she was there for. Just call the police. This seemed like mockery if you ask me. Anyhow, so it took them 15 minutes to call the police. And on the line, both Mays and Barrera speak. Both of y'all is on the fucking phone with the police. It takes two people to call the police. Holy shit. Y'all is the police. Stop moving one bit. Oh, my bad. She not moving one bit. She not breathing. She completely face down in the yard. She is still. I don't know. I didn't know why I thought I was for the read something different. Excuse me. It's a lady in my backyard that came to my party last night, and when I went to sleep, I thought she went to sleep, but evidently she out faced on the floor outside in the backyard. Can somebody come? That's what I was expecting to hear. But whatever, let's keep going. Barrera tells the dispatcher, who is Barrera? Must be the husband, I think. She was drinking and it looked, damn, that's the first thing I go to. I get it. I told y'all, I asked y'all, did she do it to herself? Because that's what they saying in the story. Don't nobody know what happened. All we did was wake up and find her ass outside. Did she slip and fall? A. Did she fall over the balcony? B. I don't know what happened. Let's go into it. So she was drinking. It looks like, I'm guessing maybe she fell off the balcony. That's just the conclusion. Horsford was pronounced dead at the scene and her body sent for autopsy. But even before the report came back, the forced, I don't know how to say that shit, Forest County began to work the theory that Horsford's death had been an accident, a fall from the second story outdoor deck. That's why I asked, so what was the lady when she seen her downstairs? Because she had to go upstairs, and then this say the second story balcony. The case remained open. Remember, downstairs is, I don't know if the kitchen down there, but they told us the basement was down there. I thought, so the kitchen ain't upstairs. I don't know how this house made. Until the FSCO made the official determination on February. So this happened in November, December, January, February. 2 weeks after, that's 3 months. And then 2 weeks after after the February. So 3 months and 2 weeks. Their final report pointed to the toxicology report. She was lit. Homegirl was too motherfucking lit and slipped. I mean, to me, she slipped on the whole thing. Like, where is you going that you can't get away from and you got to go to sleep at 11:30? Oh, hell no. They also noted the door alarm log. Oh, they say the time of the marijuana and alcohol use likely. Hold on. They say she vomited. She blacked out, lost coordination. She was that high and that fucking drunk that she lost coordination all by herself. She out there. It's dark, probably, right? Because maybe they have on the light. Now, what if they turn it off purposely because they didn't want her to go out there to smoke? Because we already was told that they didn't want her smoking. So now, But okay, so they painted the picture she out there by herself. No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. She was not out there by herself. That's the whole picture that I just read though. Let's go. They also noted the door alarm log. They said that already, as well as the unit cigarette. Oh, unlit, my bad. Unlit cigarette and lighter. Barrera said he found on the upper deck. So if you find every smoker know, yeah, that was somebody fucking up. Y'all just don't know how to write the story at this fucking point. Cause every smoker know that how the fuck the merchandise get down, how the paraphernalia get down. That shit supposed to been in the grass with her ass, holding on to it. So now she wasn't even out there smoking. Cause why you outside? And even if she tripped and fell before she got to the shit, I'm trying to picture you rolling shit. So now you going outside the door at 1:45. That's right before everybody. Don't nobody hear the door no more. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. You lit, everybody going to sleep. They found their way to the bed, but you couldn't find your way outside to hit the blunt or the cigarette or something. They try to say you fell over the balcony at about 1 o'clock. That what this whole story. It flipped from 1:45 to almost 2 o'clock. The last time they heard the fucking alarm. 154, 145, I don't fucking know, one of them numbers, to 8:45 in the fucking morning. And then tell us a story that she slipped and fell. And what fucking time, bitch? Jesus. So marijuana and alcohol likely contribute to the fall. They also noted the door alarm log. And then he said he found the shit on the upper deck. I thought it was on the floor with her child. Together, the investigators found that the evidence suggested Horsford went out for a cigarette. Right. But when I got on the sitting somewhere, the bitch ain't on the deck on the floor. You said the bitch is, let me read it. Unlit cigarette would be like, she put it out and then she put it here and she finna come back to it. She ain't get back to it yet. That was the whole point. Not if it's sitting. That be supposed to be on the floor somewhere, on the deck floor or on the ground. Found that, oh wait, the found on the upper deck, cigarette and lighter, Barrier said he found on the upper deck. Okay, it sounds like it might have been on the floor. I snapped real quick. The unlit cigarette and lighter. So now I'm snapping even harder because if she tripped and fell, she could have dropped it. Was it not, as an investigator? I'm looking, is it at the edge? Where is it on the deck? That's the important part to me. If somebody needs to notice. If it's as you coming out the door, that's different. If it's by where you slipped and fell at over the deck because you couldn't see the deck and how you get over the deck, cool. Then it's by the deck somewhere, then I would be, that's a different story. What was it? It was just on the deck. So they concluded some shit at 1:57. I told y'all, I accidentally fell of death. I'm talking about as soon as y'all go to sleep, she died. Not y'all don't know. This shit was like 4 o'clock in the morning, y'all. Damn it. We're gonna get back into it. When they closed the case, the department released the incident report and death investigation to the public. But these documents didn't provide the answers at fucking all. I'm reading the whole situation. Still, we gonna get back to it. In fact, only caused more confusion, but y'all know that though. They knew that on purpose. I'm like, who writing the story? Y'all made sure we know she is downstairs in the basement. She's alcohol and marijuana. She is one person did come with their husband and left, their husband dropped them off and left. I got some details now. Why wasn't the scene preserved? It's the police, bitch. They do the worst job ever, especially when they ain't on the job. You think that if they ain't getting paid for the shit, you think they finna do any motherfucking thing? Told the bitch stop smoking. Don't smoke at my house. You should have went home. She had a dislocated wrist. Let me see. Less than half an hour. Let me see. How could a house full of people sound asleep for less than half an hour? See, detail after detail. I just told y'all that bitch. She just went. Everybody just went to sleep and she died. Please listen to the details. The police is writing. The storytellers is telling. I don't fucking know who wrote the story. All right, so now let's read a little bit of it. I was finna close it, but yet managed to fall. Interview web video taken that night. Yet managed to fall over. Hold on. Appear in control in her facilities. How? Okay, this what in fact only causes more confusion. How did the woman? This do sound like this Rolling Stone. This do sound like a writer. I don't know, because now they questioning how did a woman with a high BAC appear in control of her facilities according to the interviews as well as videos taken that night. It's like the videos, like the evidence from the people, like they whatever the fuck they got to say is intertwined into the story. So it's like them against her. What's her story? Because the fucking story don't make no sense any fucking way. But the only sense of the story that's making is why the fuck did she go to somewhere that she could not leave from, and she got to go to sleep early, and she can't do what she want to do. Though. Like you was supposed to went and got away, but you actually went to a lockdown. That is not making no sense. And then yet managed to fall over nearly 4-foot railing into the backyard. How could a house full of people, some asleep, for less than a half an hour, not hear Horsford fall to her death? I mean, not paying attention. I mean, it could be somebody that was there. We're gonna talk about this extra energy that's there. But I mean, like once again, why you expect them to be trying to figure out the fuck she doing? Everybody went to their motherfucking sleep. They probably was fucking at this point. So now, but y'all telling us this was 30 minutes into everybody going to sleep. This too soon for me. She didn't even go to fuck to sleep. I told y'all that from the beginning of this shit. Let's continue. Horsford fall to her death right outside their windows. I keep trying to ask, well, what is the room? If the basement downstairs, she was getting coffee. How is the house designed? But they ain't gonna tell us this shit. But they keep trying to give us some essence of the motherfucker. Cause how you know she fell right outside the fucking windows of them? Cause it sounded like she was at the basement window of anything. Ain't nobody. I don't think they was sleeping in the basement. I don't know. Somebody probably was. That's what they telling us. Anyhow. Right outside their windows could a 15 to 20 foot fall. I mean, even if you hear somebody go, ah! I mean, you just heard the shit. You probably like, but and it's at 4 o'clock in the morning. Okay. You locking your doors at this fucking point. So now, why wasn't the scene preserved? Oh, let me go back a little bit. Could a 15 to 20 foot fall cause not only death, but a dislocated wrist, broken neck, and laceration to her heart muscle? Saw her shit bust open like she was in disbelief. Especially as her falling. You can't imagine falling over a balcony. That shit high too. I can see the house. It's a high house. It do look like it's 2 floors though. Why wasn't the sample evidence tested or potentially witness interviewed immediately? What really happened when the back door opened just before 2 a.m.? And why was it left open till the next morning? Because she never came back in the house. Because they try to say it was an accident when she went out by herself. I'm over here like she must couldn't see. Was the light on back there? They ain't telling us this type of shit. Horsford wasn't the only black person at the party. Wait, they say would it go different if she wasn't? Okay. Then what they're trying to say, which is the problem. Now it's going back to where she lived with her family, moved to the Bronx, and she met her husband in Florida, who had a daughter previously. Also, he had a whole nother fucking situation going before you. When Hassan moved to Georgia 5.5 years earlier, now it was a one thing attached. I told you one thing had attached mayors and others to the crack charismatic mother. She had too much of an attachment that they didn't have. Okay, damn, it's more located by 40 miles white suburb and the only incorporated county in Company and another blamed for rape and beating. Oh shit! But Fourth County had deeply rooted history, huh? When a black man was blamed for rape, white woman, another. It's talking about the town now. I'm trying to see if it's talking about somebody who was at the party. And I don't really see that. I'm finna get back to the reading. Maybe I don't feel like reading over this, getting back to the reading. Wonder what the fuck I'm reading on here. Well, but questioning surrounding Horsford case goes beyond the optics of a black woman dying at a party with a group of white people. Definitely. She could have went to the motherfucking party. Her ass didn't have no way home. Like, she ain't want to go nowhere else. She ain't have no fucking destination. That's the bigger picture. All right, Ace of Pentacles. What you there for? It was an opportunity. She got invited to a party. Page of Wands, but didn't really want to go because of her situation, but still going. Okay, so you in the fun. This is when they tell y'all, please heal yourself before you be going out here and doing all this shit with other people. Just chill. You ain't got to be in the mix all like a humbug. Chill out. Nah, I don't feel like really partying right now. Not a source, but you gotta listen to your higher self. She ain't give a fuck though. She didn't care. She didn't expect to die. No. So let's see what happened. And then the lovers. I mean, she reversed. She definitely did not feel comfortable at the party. Now, whether it's a racial situation or, I'm gonna take it back to, bitch, you can't even smoke. You a smoker and you can't fucking smoke. Why did you? And you finna spend the night? Nah, bitch, I ain't even. No, I don't even know what you're talking about at this point. All right, let's start. Yeah, you ain't even being you. So your position is finna be taken up. That's just what it is. Like, we can't believe she died over this. Who can't? Yeah, I can believe it. You just walking in the wrong shoes at this fucking point. Justice. That's the justice that you get. So is you like, don't go to parties and spend the night? To me, it's a bigger picture. Not the Pentacles. It's more so paying attention to what you should be doing and what you shouldn't be doing. That shit was all red flags. From the house to the other home. All right, 7 of Swords. I can't make it up. It sounds like a bunch of karma. She was just done. She was done. Tower. Realizing that she had no way out of life. That was it. But I'm over here like, that's the bigger picture, and they ain't gonna give us this small ass story that they gave us. It definitely, let me see what it's saying. It was an opportunity, page one. It's giving me that they asked her to stop. You know, they didn't enjoy what she was doing. They didn't enjoy her company. She didn't enjoy being there. So now they pay her no fucking attention. And then they down there telling that her she why she ain't leave. They told us every detail in the story. We trying to figure out why the fuck is you still there? Cause this lady here. And I'm over here like, this gotta be a fake ass storyline. And that's what I'm reading upon. Like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I don't even want to finish with the story because I have too many fucking questions. Boy, I don't be doing these often. Y'all see that shit. King of Cups. Now this person keep coming up. So this is the man at the party I told y'all that was with her. But let me see if this gonna bring her up. TwinFlame. Okay, is that the conflict is her. It seems like both. So let me see what it's talking about. The conflict there with the emperor. This is definitely the TwinFlame. And then this definitely pointing out somebody else's husband. That's why that's significant. It was two husbands at the party and one husband that dropped off and left. It wasn't, they ain't say no boyfriends. It was just like the extra people just hanging out at the party, you know, a whole bunch of boys and girls. No, two husbands, including the one that left and came back. Six of Swords. So let's stick to the story. Stick to the script. Moving out this story, definitely with her and her husband. That's why I was important. I was like, well, is she married? Kind of wish she wasn't. Then it'd be pointing out them motherfuckers for sure. But it's a mix right here. Ace of Wands. Being passionate. And then the Tower, realizing. So now, as her husband was hard to love in this situation because hardly loving, right? It definitely was a conflict there. So she over here with other people emperors too. Like that's why I was like, she didn't even take her husband to the party, or her husband didn't even drop her off and pick. Remember detail. We don't know how she got there at this fucking point. Evidently, her car was out front. Bitch, you could have got in your car and smoked. You ain't even had to go on their back in their property. You could have got in your car and like, how the fuck did you get there? They ain't tell us. I'm gonna go back one time to this fucking shit. All we know is she arrived, basically. Tamla Horsford arrived at the party around 8:30. 4-year-old black mother had made dinner for her 5 sons' husband that headed out to celebrate. She sounded like she drove, invited a group of moms who met through the local. Spend the night with her. No, they ain't say the shit. Nope, they ain't say the shit. When she drove, got a ride there, Uber and a taxi, I don't fucking know, dropped off, none of that shit. But they told us about other people though. Whatever. That's why she coming through on this reading. She finna come through. Queen of Swords. Because I'm noticing a lot of detail that's in the fucking detail. Anyhow, it was a conflict at the party with one of the husbands eyeing her, trying to fuck on her. See, them hoes don't know about that. Or they probably did and realized it. That's why the party probably was over early. All right, everybody go to sleep. I'm over here like, how the fuck you have a party and go to sleep at 11:30? Maybe you horny. You that horny. I don't know. It's because now somebody couldn't keep their eyes off of somebody. Can't keep my eyes off of you. So delicate at a touch. I want to try you so much. You would think it wasn't no attraction with not being paid no attention to. But, you know, like, I don't know if somebody wanted to fuck that deep. It was some passion there. Like, if they could sneak a link. If they could get away with that shit, they would. Queen of Swords. If they can figure out a way, that would be strategically. She had no intentions on sleeping with somebody else's husband. She like, whoa, why you looking at me though? Mind you, this is story. It's only husbands that did not just say this shit. God damn, it's only husbands that. So keep your eyes to your motherfucking self. But no, there was this narcissist arrogance here. This was the point. That's why she should have went home. I don't even know why you even staying the night at somebody. No, that don't even sound right. Husband and wife and your ass staying the night. You know you're not. No, you're not. I'll call you somebody to take you. Drop them off on the way there. I'll pay you to take them home. Don't worry about it. I put gas in the tank. It's out the way. Do me this favor, please. They need them away home. Matter of fact, I'm taking you myself. Let me sober the fuck up. Let's go. I ain't got to deal with none of this shit. Sober up real quick. Knight of Pentacles, no opportunity. This lady had no way out. This was like a planned party. Man, this could remind. I'm gonna do Kanika Jenkins. I'm sick of this shit. Queen of Swords. It's like they had a booby trap. What happened? Knight of Pentacles. It's telling me they weren't gonna take the opportunity, but somebody didn't want her with the shit. So this go back to basically like, you know, if you gonna be mature, you the police, you know the bitch smoke. Let her smoke. The fuck? You don't like the smell? Okay, she outside. Spray her like a bug. I mean, be friendly at this point, but this is giving me energy of you being in a place where you can't do you, and then people uncomfortable with whatever the fuck you doing. Why you there? Even acknowledge the fact that, you know what, I'm uncomfortable. If you don't feel that uncomfortable, I am. So I'm gonna ask you to leave. You might not even want to leave because you good, but no, I need you to leave at this fucking point. Oh, you lighting up in my nah, you got to go before you even get drunk. Before you even get too goddamn lit. At this point, we talking about grown people now. It's a storyline though. The world judgment don't make no sense. We over here like, what the fuck is we supposed to think? A lot of people is judging. It goes back to a black woman at an all-white party. That's the first one. If you're gonna judge the white people for killing the black people for being there, if that was the case, ask the black people why the fuck they go there. So we can't go where we might get killed. Potentially. The whole story ain't nobody killed her. Do y'all hear that shit? Let's get into it. She killed herself. Death. The world think that she killed herself because that's the portrayal of y'all don't have no killer. Very successful. Shit. I'm over here like, why even pay that story any fucking attention? That would be our judgment put on it. Bingo, got y'all ass. How? Sway, is this a true story? Jesus, have mercy. Don't be petitioning. No. Six of Pentacles to Two of Pentacles. 6, 7, 8. Working is work. Having some even give and take entertainment at the finest. Queen of Swords. Do I know this shit? That's why this Queen of Swords keep coming up. I'm trying to find a story for you. They're all like, why would she even go? Okay, in the story, do she have a husband? Do she have just so why she at the party? So equivalent to us reading this shit, listen to it, it's like, so be on your shit. If God gave you all of this, why the fuck is you trying to go get this? You think it's a motherfucking storyline. As storyline is adding up to be, it becomes reality for some goddamn body. So say for instance, if they made the movie, it could possibly, you can live right. If you think you Rocky or somebody, you could do it. Three of Swords. Being heartbroken. Eight of Wands. To the devil, to the Temperance. Communication, telling this shit, the devil, and then balancing the bullshit. I'm like, over here, what did other people read it sound like? If they did a reading on this shit, this is amazing. Because now I'm looking at, if it could be a reading as if, once again, I told y'all she went to talk about her feelings, but they told y'all she socialized, watched the game, drank, smoked, and then the devil, especially the shit y'all pointing out, and then say that that's what led to her fucking death. All right, toxicity, and then balancing that. So this would be the story of them telling you what they want to tell you, right? Because it keep coming around to a circle that we don't even know her side of the story. Why you was, because it's questions. If you knew them people didn't want you to smoke, why you was smoking with, especially why you at 2:00 in the morning smoking that shit. Why you even stayed there, girl? You know, we have questions for her with the details y'all gave, but y'all shouldn't even. Child, Page of Cups. It's like, if this was her character, she said that's bullshit, child. Nobody's sending you around in a circle. Page of Cups reversed. Don't believe that. Them people is telling y'all what the fuck they want y'all to know, and they gonna balance that story. That's why I say I can read the story and detect that. Why is y'all pinpointing stupid shit at this fucking point? Three of Swords, not heartbreaking. You make me not interested in it. The interesting part was how much stupid shit y'all was trying to put in that article. Six of Cups. How much of the shit that I already said was going to come up? Five of Swords. Win-win situation. Don't pull people in. That would be if it's entertainment. But I told y'all from the get-go, this is self-sabotage. She went to the party to fucking die. She didn't have nowhere else to go. Why is people mad that she died? And then blaming it on that it was an all-white fucking party that killed a black woman. This is where the controversy come in at. It's fucking disgusting. Instead of just saying, why, bitch, why you at the party? King of Cups. Blame other people. This man I keep trying to bring up for y'all. It say don't blame him, but I'm trying to show him. I'm like, okay, there's a man here. She wound up by herself. So let's go into it, because he keep coming up. Now, on the basic route, like I guess it's a 2-story house. It's a 2-story level right here. 2-story. This story got 2 levels. One level is her family, her husband, and her fucking children. She didn't have this foundation. She had nothing, basically. I don't know who she was. I'm over here like, how she got there. Did she have a car? But it says she cooked and left. I don't know how she left. She gone. So now she got that family, and then she got this family. I said it, and then they confirmed in the article. She felt as if she was close, attached. I don't fucking know. Let's go. I'm trying to find a killer for y'all. Knight of Pentacles. Killer say, don't put me in this shit. I did my job. That's fucked up, y'all. This is crazy. Knight of Pentacles. Did they ever find a killer? They ain't got one. They even got a tape and won't tell us that. Like, I don't know if they got a tape. If y'all have log of when the door opened or not, y'all don't have videotape. Maybe they don't have surveillance cameras, you know. That's some technique for you. I don't know how technical it is, how quality and technicalities it is, because you got a system that you got a doorbell system that open and close, and then it tell you the times to do, but you ain't got no video camera. I I guess. And if they got a video camera and they not showing you or telling you what happened, guess the whole story. It was police at the fucking party. Strength. So now you like she partying with the police. I guess don't make sure your ass know. You thought you was cool with the police? I don't fuck with the police. Who say that? My us. We don't fuck with the police. Child. I'm gonna be honest. My first red flag or clue breaks my heart. Bitch, if you the only one that smoke at the party and then you getting blinded and like don't smoke. That was your first clue. You're not welcome. The hermit. Some of y'all need to go into hermit mode, understanding what the fuck really happened. But she definitely went into hermit mode. I told you she was there the whole time. Actually, she was not comfortable at the party. If you don't understand how uncomfortable she is, just think about it. Yeah, we talking about smoking and drinking, right? Let's go to drinking. And then they try to say how like we ain't here about no water. The grown ass people don't have bottles of water or whatever to sober the fuck up. That's all I'm asking. You had ample time, bitch. It's 11:30. I could get, bitch. I'll be sober by 1. I'm out of here. That's why I'm saying this sounds like a made up story. Grown people doing this shit. Teenagers probably shit, but this ain't making no sense to me. I got a whole husband and family at home. I'm staying the night somewhere. Looking for some love. Now I could say we doing this real, but then we talking about this looking for some love. Like, what are we doing? What happened? That's how deep this running, but it's telling me about her. She just thought that she can go somewhere. If this is her character, yeah, she what the fuck did you go to the party for? For what? You give me one good excuse what you went for. Cause you was invited. That's the best you could tell me. Because you didn't want to go. Page of Swords reverse. So is this always doing shit that you don't want to do? You ain't no need to be here. You doing shit you don't even want to do at this time. You expired. Grown ass woman, 40 years old. Done dealio. And you blaming the killer. High priestess can't make it up. If you listen to your higher self, do what need to be done. If you not, you is like null and void. You like kind of like trash is someone else's treasure in heaven. Temperance. Have the patience. I understand. Now, let's say, for instance, if people want to say how deep this character run and they killed off this character and put an uproar in America about some black and white racial shit, that was a bigger story. The character being knocked off wouldn't tell of how it's a storyline, but you don't have to play that part. That was dumb. You know what I'm saying? Now, how interesting the story is, balance of bullshit. It show you how, if it's made up, people like you're not feeling welcome, so why you there? That'll be the biggest one. They don't want you to smoke, but you a smoker. And then you opening their door at 2 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's just all that. You balancing bullshit. Sober up, take your ass home. What's so hard about that? That's why the story don't make no sense and we supposed to believe in this shit. Yeah, okay. Okay. This the biggest story, like y'all believe in everything they say. No, y'all don't. I get it, but that's all we stuck with. So what really happened? So at least if you can start from, it's not about that she shouldn't have went to the party. Some people take it from that she shouldn't have went to the party. Okay, but no, that ain't where it started. At least let's be more reasonable. You go somewhere, boom, you there. Now what you doing when you there? Okay, let's agree not to even go there, but some people do. That's why it's more of a conversation. It's a bigger picture. Her ass actually went to a sleepover and then sleep. How insulting. Where's the story? Long drawn out fucking story that don't make no sense. And then they blame it on some judgment. The story don't even make no sense. How do y'all even come to a judgment? Three of Pentacles. No collaboration. This would tell like why did she go to the party? She shouldn't even went to the fucking party. I should have done this goddamn reading. They shouldn't have told that damn story. They should have. I don't know what happened, y'all. I don't know. I went to sleep at 11:30. What you want me to make up? I can tell you what happened when she got that song. Hell, I'm gonna be honest. If she was fucked up, I was too. I can barely remember what happened. That's all they telling them. It's no fucking story. So I'm like, can we hear your story? It's finna come. It's out here. Let me get all the cards. She painting the picture. Eight of Pentacles, getting the work done. The whole working mechanism is here like, okay, this, I see it both ways. If she was playing the character or if this is real, whatever. Okay, say for instance, okay, this has her. She like, the bigger picture that I want y'all to realize, although we ain't, it's a bigger picture too, but for right now, is the decisions you make is gonna add up to some shit. But then you keep blaming other people. That is some deeper shit here. All right, keep paying attention so we can get on up out of here. Delusional ass picture. The Lovers to the Four of Wands. Hell, that came out. The Four of Wands reversed to the Justice. But this entails her situation. I went in to ask him that she got a lover, a twin flame, a husband, and her building on her foundation. That's where her party should be at. Six of Swords. That's what you should be focused on. That's what's holding it together. But you running from that. That's for some people if they need to hear that message. She coming through on the read, like the character coming through on the reading. Whether somebody believed that it was her or not, usually this goes so deep to, you know, how if you look at or hear something about like big celebrities, okay, but now it take you to think that it's the Illuminati for the big celebrities. How about the smaller shit that be happening to you? Forgot about that. If you want to throw that shit in there, like it's a storyline, it's like a project, it's entertainment. No, but let's say if it's real, like this is a real person. She had went to the party because she wanted to flock with these other people, but as you notice, the whole storyline is like relationships. Like it was only like a girl party and everybody was there with their partner or not. Even going into the detail of a partner drop a bitch off. Boom. So where's your partner? Like anybody got your back? No. This all like her about her. So now she drowning at home and finna drown over there too. It wasn't no pool, so good. So now I'm hearing she was so down that she just what else was there to do? She didn't have nothing else up here to even, you know, I might as well like the party was an outing, a good idea. Good thing that the party came up. Party like a rock star. Damn. Six of Swords, moving out of this storm. I mean, that would be the total opposite on the scale. Like I have my husband, my children, you know, I'm a cook, I'm gonna take care of the house tonight. No matter what's going on, you know, I'm gonna get this shit together. I'm not going out to a party. Wheel of Fortune. That's for people to think about it still here, you know. So this is how real it would run. That would be a storyline. That would be something that happened, you know, that you heard of. So how would you do it different? This feel like we in class and like I don't know what class we in. Is it English or journalism or something? It's giving me like we reading, then gotta answer questions, and I hate that shit. Got to read a passage and then answer the questions out of the passage. Definitely a test for her because, she didn't really indulge in anything happy. She didn't have much happiness to hold on to. Queen of Pentacles. If anything, this people she worked with or people at the church or some at a group or moms at the school or some type of parenting something. So now you just out with some peoples instead of having or taking the opportunity to build your home because your home is a fucking disaster. So ain't no more work to be done over there. Like she ain't putting in work in the right places. Yep, karma ran down to the devil. This will go back to some people like she didn't have to go to the party, or she got to the party, got to turn around, shit. But I mean, basically, when you feel uncomfortable, go home. You can't blame it on no fucking body. Once again, it's like y'all blaming the killer. I mean, go back to the creator who created this whole scenario. Princess of Pentacles. Her with the opportunity, like, what are you doing? What is that to take? What are you doing? Six of Swords, more at this storm. All right, y'all, I had enough for tonight. I'm gone. I ain't even drunk. So you go over there all depressed to get drunk and high, and then you get even more depressed because you can't really get high how you want to. You rather get high than drunk. That's why you mixing it, but you gonna drink some. According to them, your ass was belligerent. So belligerent, you fell and slipped over the fucking balcony. Queen of Wands. She said, but you know that ain't true. What the fuck? So what's this you telling us? Prince of Pentacles. Princess, my bad. Princess of Pentacles. The bigger picture is see how they lie. I keep going over is a bigger picture. Like you can't tell how you died. Like I don't know if this was this real or unreal that I did today. Somebody coming back like tell the story how the way it happened. They gonna tell it how they want to. Tell it how I want you to tell it. How it happened or some shit. You ain't got no control over this shit. Take me back to if it was a character like made up shit. Be over here like, huh? What and who? Child, why you ain't? Cause it ain't. Moving out this storm. This definitely could have left. I don't know why she's had. You didn't need the strength to have to stay there. You was not that drunk, especially if they lying about how drunk and how she was. High don't have shit to do with driving. You could be high, but long as you sit the fuck down to get some agua. I told y'all, like, where's the water at the liquor party? You said she was fucked up. Why y'all ain't feed her no water? Some people do that shit. They see you too fucked up, they'll get you some water. But mind you, I just seen a whole video with Bootsy on there, his cousin or somebody. I talk about fucked up, taking a bottle to the head. All they did was lay his ass out. They drug his ass to the room and laid him by. Ain't no water was there either, y'all. Shit. So, like, what y'all talk about? That's the bigger story. The lady character is out here like, y'all is really talking about nothing. Okay, I'm dead. So what? Now you want to blame the killer for killing me? And then, no, y'all want to blame on the black woman at the white party, all white party. This ain't going nowhere. All right. Let's go there. Because that one going nowhere. Let's see where she going. She said, the one with the tag. Damn. Tag on the toe. Solitude. She good. Some people fighting over her dust. Don't do that. Just like how I'm trying not to add somebody like to this homicide, suicide. It's a homicide. It's a homicide. I don't know. So anyhow, somebody don't want shit to do with it, but they showing up. I'm over here like, did they get mentioned? They even got mentioned. But I don't know. But they don't want to be mentioned. That's the whole storyline. That's why whatever was mentioned was mentioned. They only had their side of the fucking story. And now it's only fair and justice. Justice already been served. Even if they want to dig this shit up, they have no fucking evidence. That's why I say, how the fuck the cigarette and the lighter on the deck? I can't get shit. Not even in her hand. What happened? You ain't even... Was the bitch lit? Because it's unfunny you told me it's unlit. So you in telling that it didn't just happen. You didn't walk out on the balcony to like freshly lit shit and she just fell where you could go get her CPR. I keep saying that shit. This happened at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I'm hearing it was a disagreement. Nah, they already told us it was about smoking, not about drinking. They ain't give a fuck how her liver gonna turn out. They just did not want her to smoke marijuana. It sound like not a friend of me. You know that marijuana is healing to a person who's smoking. You don't smoke it, don't smoke it. Now, if you in the difference of I don't want them to smoke up here, everybody ain't like that. Some people like you smoking, do your thing. I don't. Keep that over here. Keep that over there. I don't want secondhand smoke. You can't smoke in my house. Go outside, which is look like all from 8:30 she got there to 11 o'clock, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 3 hours she was in and out the house. Pretty sure. That's what it tell me. Like you knew you shouldn't have had to try to spend a night because between them 3 hours, you already knew you was barricaded into doing some shit you couldn't do. First red flag at this point. But then you say that that's your second home. Not to the people that live there. At least that man. That's the truth. Now, was the man that was there, it got to be the person that lived there. I don't think it was somebody else's husband. Remembering that they all catty around the community, but the reason she invited to the party because the people that own the house know her. And it was important that they told us somebody else, the auntie, live in that house too. I know that's like beyond the story, but it was a detail. Because they was trying to figure out if a woman did this shit to her. The biggest thing is I see the man lift her up and put her ass over the fucking balcony. I don't know how I came up with that. I feel like I'm making out the story. Because he don't want to be involved. Because that was his house. Bitch, these my rules. I don't even know why your ass... Now, this is the black and white shit where y'all say why she does. Some of the white people kill her. Why y'all got to include all the people? Watch yourself. Mm-hmm. Shake it fast, but watch yourself. That's even more diversity. Because you can't even pinpoint shit. And you blame all their ass had something to do with it. That's so fucking unfair. That's not even justified. So now the story don't make no sense. You're not making sense of the story, so you probably ain't gonna never get no goddamn well in it. Wonder why they can close it. Because ain't nobody really getting out to no detail. They don't really care about detail. They over here fighting about dumb shit. Bullshit. Black and white shit. Picture they ain't even colored in. Bigger picture. Why that bitch went to the party and didn't leave when she was uncomfortable? That's the bigger picture. Same story. So now she's showing her love, because she was invited to the party. It's her soulmates. I keep telling y'all can't get along with soulmates. You find your divine partnership, twin flame, get your ass on. Once that's finished, here we go. Here we go. Why y'all want to hear another story? Whether this story is made up or not, this making me more believable into the character. This is a real motherfucking person. There's more of the story fucking line like everyday shit. It's just a different category. And then y'all turn it into something fucking else at this point. It's the same shit. She was done with her journey. She had everything she had. She had the husband, the children, and still wasn't gonna be motherfucking happy. But then y'all blaming the white people for killing her. Who else was supposed to kill a black person? Now it's black on black crime. Or maybe a police officer. Now it's police on black crime at this fucking point. Or it would have been better if I would have just jumped off the bridge instead of off the balcony. No, but a white person pushed her off the balcony. It's the story. But it was a man, though, because he had to lift her up. It was not no woman. So if y'all blaming a woman, okay, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm going to blame this man here who don't want shit to do with it. He like Casper the ghost. Is Casper a guy or a woman? Let me know. I know. We don't know. We got to look it up. Characters. But I see guy. I don't see no woman coming up. And then you like, who is this guy? I keep talking about her twin flame. I talk about, is this guy that don't want to be mentioned? Is this guy that y'all keep missing? Y'all keep blaming it on the women at the fucking party or some shit like that. What about the two husbands? Well, it's the three guys. Oh, Knight of Cups. I thought it was the king. I got the King of Swords back here. But I thought that was the king. Do I have another king out here? King of Cups, King of Cups. The Empress ain't come out. I would have needed another king. So far, I got two kings. So that's once again two stories. One story about her king and then another story about the king of the house. Now that's who we need to be talking about. Him not being comfortable with her. Remember they said guests start leaving and then the mayor and Barara went upstairs to go to sleep. So now we like, well, who left? Sound like only her ass. Sound like, but Now the story is she was the only one left there. Everybody else went home. That's why I'm over here like why she ain't go home? Because the party was set up to if you gonna drink, you ain't finna drive. I keep talking about, well, bitch, you couldn't smoke. How you get there? I keep going back. How the fuck you even get it? Get me sober up and go home. So now the man flipped her over the fucking balcony. He seen a opportunity, but he didn't want to do this shit. This is a story. And he ain't know what else to do. He ain't give a fuck. I mean, once again, she ain't even in her right mind. You running in and out somebody else's house when you could have been at your own fucking house running in and out at this fucking point. This will be the story if you want to find one. So now, so I'm gonna once again say stop blaming the ladies at the party. If you're gonna blame somebody, it's a man here that don't want to be talked about or mentioned. That had the strength to get her ass over the fucking balcony first off. I think that's why the auntie is important because that would be an older feminine. And it's like, ain't nobody touch her. We ain't even fighting. This is not no catty shit. Ain't nobody had no strength to push her ass over the balcony. A man would have. So anyhow, I'm getting more of a bigger story. Like, he didn't care for much for her. Like, both of her, shit, her man and then this man who owned the house. Shit. But the man who owned the house, he didn't really care for her company, but he tried to make her feel welcome. So this would be the inclination of him kept side-eyeing her because the women kept just like, dispositioning her. So now this would be, I don't know how y'all went to a racial thing, like a black and white thing, when I totally see a feminine and masculine thing here though. But this would be like, the women not making her feel comfortable and the masculine step up to make her feel a little bit as much as they could because they still somebody else masculine. And then they don't care for it. But if you're gonna be in my house, this would be that. And you doing shit that I don't want you to do. That's what they said. But this would entail that they didn't want her to do that. So say for instance, the smoking weed, that was the biggest one. That's what they pointed out. So okay, I don't want you to smoke weed, but I ain't finna hate you. Like, you'll be gone tomorrow. This should be over tomorrow. So this will go back into like, ain't nobody kill her. Okay, this will be some innocence coming in. So now, this would be going back into her stepping into the kill energy. Like, what is you doing? So nowadays, it looked like the party was they was just copacetic. That's why it took all the way to everybody go to sleep for a problem. If it was a problem, right? The conflict, where's that? Did it disappear or did it actually come out? It showed up, but it's a 5 of Wands that's not out here. So that's what y'all trying to say. It was the 5 of Wands is out here. It's the conflict. Here we go. So this is the fight at the house. Although she had a conflict in her marriage, her whole foundation was crumbling. So now the conflict at the house with the emperor, the man of the house. Well, you know what? Let me take it to the husband so we can boil it down. Because once again, I'm over here like, who left? They never told her. They said guests started leaving. Who? All we know is one husband went upstairs, where the other husband and the other wife had left to. And then remembering the last wife got picked up from the husband, the last right before she was like, all right, girl, so all right, I'm finna go in the bed. She left. Now I'm finna go out here and smoke. And then she tripped and fell, and ain't nobody know. That's the story. Okay. So now, but the bigger story is that's not the story. That's what they told us. But no, as they was trying to hold their patience all fucking night. Didn't Temperance show up somewhere? Yeah, somewhere. They was trying to hold their patience. They tried to have patience with her. But once again, to go back into you, like if you listening to the story, when people do that, then don't take advantage. Just find your way out, because now you don't know how the shit gonna end. At the cost of you not taking the precaution of going back and forth in the energy. Oh, you don't want me to smoke? Well, I know I gonna be here too, like spending the night. Well, you know I ain't spending the night, right? Because that's fine. Oh, cool. Just like, And so I need to sober up right now. Yes. Somehow take a precaution. If y'all want to take it that deep to self-proclaim energy, like how could you use what happened and, move forward and protect yourself? So now, it looked like this man came downstairs after he went upstairs, and it looked like you remember I was like, they probably had sex. That's how you go to sleep so fucking early. I mean, okay, old people, they drink. The party ain't finna last till 2:00 in the morning. It was just something simple. We finna whatever. I'm still can't imagine going to sleep that fucking early. But he came back downstairs, the emperor, to make sure she was good and comfortable. Like checking on her, is she okay? This is why I was surprised when I like, well, it took y'all 15 minutes to call the police. Nah, hell nah. Sound like it took them longer. So now we trying to figure out how they really find out. They told us the story that the lady came and made some coffee. I told y'all this auntie is important. That was the storyline. Nah, they hadn't threw that shit in there. Because they had found out. It's like they just want to wait till in the morning to figure this shit out. Because if you had guests in your house, I guess if you just go to sleep, you're not going to come back and make sure everything good with your guests. It's only 11:30. It ain't even 12 o'clock yet. I would think you would come back downstairs at, oh, that's when some people start leaving, but then they say 2:30. Am I 2:30 or it was it 1:30? Oh, it was 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. So 1:30 is the bedtime when everybody went to sleep. So, okay, the narrative, I was thinking differently. So now, okay, as much as we want to say they went to bed early, they lasted a little bit past 12, which is 1:30. And then now everybody dead ass tired. Okay. But not her. She finna go out and get her last motherfucking smoke. But they didn't find her till 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock in the morning. She went and got her last smoke at fucking 1 o'clock, 1:30, almost 2 o'clock. That's one, that's two, three, four, five, six, seven. That's a whole fucking 6 hour, 7 hour work shift overnight. So I'm still like, okay, you didn't come and check, make sure your whole house locked up, make sure the company sleep. No, you just took your ass upstairs and everybody do what they do. You know that the door open. You know that your company gonna go in and out, so you probably ain't worried about it. But you already don't want them to smoke though. I don't know. It's a lot going on here. So now, he went downstairs though. That's why we flipped into that story. Cause I'm like, wait, what time? According to this, at 5 o'clock, he went downstairs. So I said this happened 4 day in the morning, 4 o'clock. It looked like between like maybe 4:30, 5 o'clock. This is you see how they keep telling us detail close to 2 o'clock, close to 9 o'clock. This was 5 o'clock, close to 5 o'clock. It's like 4:30, 4:45. Or if it's not 4, it's 5. I mean, it look like I might be off and up, but like 5:45, almost 6 o'clock in the morning. That's why they said it was almost 9. It was actually 6. Something like that. Shit. Let's go. Anyhow, came downstairs and he tried to touch on her. This is a story. This would go back into side-eyeing her. I didn't think one of the husbands tried her, and I was trying to figure out which one would be the owner of the fucking house, the man of the house. But then if this is the story, this is what they didn't want to tell, so this is what the fuck they covering up. If I want to go in a disaster ass tower with this, it looked like he asked her for sex, she declined, and he raped her. This is a hell of a story. She ain't want to have sex with him. Why does that? Did they ain't say nothing about sex? Did anybody know something about sex? About somebody having sex? That's why the person don't want to be even brought up. Don't it ain't nothing about that. But then if it's the police and then they closed the case without even with the specific evidence, they said they didn't preserve none of the scene, no evidence. I'm like, they did a toxicology, but how about I don't know. That I'm reaching right now. I don't even like that. But let's go. Um Yeah, I mean, this would be the story if you gonna fight over why a black woman was killed by white woman, because that was the story of white people or something. This would be the story at the least. Taking a leap of faith, a new karma will. This is when she started thinking like, why the fuck am I here? I was wondering if she was gonna ever think that. And she said, I can't believe this shit is happening. This is fucking heartbroken. I wonder if she hear me. She was wondering if the lady hear her. And like, oh, anybody heard her. Now, I was going to say this, but I didn't. But I said this. When she jumping off the balcony, that's what I said. And it's like 4 days in the fucking morning, and then you hear her. You gonna fucking lock up. You like, what the fuck going on out, Jason? So even if you heard her, but no, she was in the house. He was covering up her motherfucking face with a pillow. And all she could do is think of her husband and why she not at home with her husband. Damn. She was going back and forth between houses. She like, why she, but I already said this. Well, I was doing that for her before the fucking reading. Like, so you got a husband and children over there and you over here. And that's the title of the reading. Home, house out of home at a house that's not your home. She went back and forth while she was being raped. Like, why am I here not done? Why did I decide to come here? And why didn't I go back there? It's all the questions I had. And then it's like they got away with this shit. I don't know how. I do, because if it's the police, that's all you had to tell me in detail. They didn't want you to smoke. Why? Because one of them was an officer. What? You partying with the police and this what they do? This is not real. But this is it. Wonder why the case not talked about. You can't figure out shit in the case. Like, what is the details? What happened? Did I say what happened? He left her up over the damn balcony. That was about it. That's why they concerned on how the fuck you get a rupture, hard risk, and then the shit over here on the balcony, the lighter and the cigarette, and that was a quick lift, man. Lift off, fly like a fucking bird, like. That's how her heart. That's why they mentioned it would be rupture, because it was like, what the fuck? Very startled at this fucking point. It's dark. I was wondering, could you see was the light on, but they wouldn't tell us. We don't know, child. Yeah, the light probably was off at this fucking point. And even if it was on, you wouldn't expect somebody to lift your ass up off the balcony. I can't even expect if somebody came at you and lifted you up, like if this was in the house and you went outside, but you weren't with it. So I don't know how you got outside on this shit. But no. Um from being raped to being on the balcony to being flipped over. Go back into why the fuck you got this 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. You got a 6 hour window of uncomfortability and you still there. How much more uncomfortable could you get? So I'm over here like, what the fuck sent her out for her last smoke, but y'all didn't find her until the next morning. It's because she was depressed about her king not loving herself. And she jumped, if you don't want to believe that she slipped and fell because it was wet. And she fell to her fucking death because she wasn't supposed to be there. Especially if they didn't want you at their house smoking and you because you got drunk instead of leaving. The purpose was to come to the party to get drunk to stay the night. For fucking what? That's the big fucking story. I don't know. I see a lot of details here. So now it's successful in the don't nobody know what the fuck happened and ain't shit move forward. That's the important part. Cause that's why you just had this story where it was an accident that she slipped and fell over the balcony. And everybody, it's not that, once again, this keep coming out, it's not that you have to believe in it. Like, we don't believe in that. We know something is deeper. It's like that's all you have to put up with. Yeah, they not gonna open this case up. They not. Two of Pentacles to the Seven of Swords. Because they told you, but you had to pay attention. She was at the party with the police. They know how to get away with shit. Your ass was dealt with them. It wasn't supposed to be talked about like that. That is the King of Cups reverse, like the Casper, the ghost. But then look what y'all talked about it. And y'all might well said that would have been the first thing, the first clue. An officer and she smoking weed. What? Hold on. This bigger than white people. This is the So y'all kind of, how long was this? 2018, 19, 20, 21, 22, four fucking years y'all dragging this stupid shit. The intent of the content out. It wasn't even the right content being dragged out. That's why it was easier to be closed. And like, what happened? Like, y'all just closed the case. Yeah, because y'all ain't even talking about the right shit. Damn it, man. Crazy. It was easy to close that case. I wonder how many more cases. It's not funny. But how much more shit just get knocked? You hear about it, but it get put to the side because of accidents. That what they call it? Child. And make it seem like when I want to sit here and proclaim that this lady fell off this balcony, it was nobody's fault, but they showing up. So I needed to show up like that. You know I read cards, so now you want to tell me I'm a liar. Cool. I know what the fuck I see. So anyhow, Page of Cups, to her energy, she like, it don't even fucking matter because I see what people fight for. This take me back to Raymond K. Jackson. I think just keep referring like the different sides of the scale. On the catapult of the scale, caliber of the scale, on one end, it's like once people die, and then you don't even know the situation or know the person. Like, this is America. It's giving me USA, United States of America. This is America. Don't fight for me because y'all be fighting the wrong cause. It don't even matter at this point. I don't want you to hurt yourself like I did. But then you don't even know how I hurt myself. That would go back to the accident. Like, they said that you slipped and fell over the balcony. No, bitch, because I had decided to fucking go and stay. I probably should have had decided to figure out how I'm going to go and come back home at this fucking point. That should have been the avenue where I was going, but I never did. I had went to prepare to go and stay somewhere that I wasn't welcome to fucking stay because of what I do. That would be logic, man. And if you ain't gonna have that, why the fuck don't fight? Yeah, don't fight for that shit, man. You don't need to be her, and that's why she not. But then you got people fighting that she should still be alive, and they should, like, what is y'all talking about? So okay, let's go back to the killer. She said at least find you a good fight. Know what you fighting for, and then mind your business so you won't have to fight. And you can look at my situation and be like, but once again, it was a bigger picture. What could you learn from it? What could you do to protect yourself? Queen of Wands, how could you fight? If don't fight wrong, especially if you're fighting for me, because you don't know what happened. That was my bigger inclination, y'all. How y'all know what happened? Let me go to an article, see what the fuck it say. It's a one-sided fucking article, totally, with pinpoint details that everybody missed. They just missed every fucking detail in that shit and blamed the white folks. That's sad. This is a sad situation. She said, don't put that shit on her name. That would be the character. If you want to believe, she died for a cause. Fight for something more. It's bigger than that. Pay attention to where you're going, your feelings, what you want to do. I'm over here like, okay, if she ain't go outside for that last smoke, what if somebody else attacked her? Y'all ain't bring that shit up. Y'all was just talking about the white people at the party. Y'all just ain't pinpointing the right motherfucker at the party. That would be even more inclination. Did y'all care? Y'all was gonna blame everybody. It's everybody's fault, huh? We talking about who is the killer. This feel like, where is Waldo? But it's a falsified foundation, but that takes me back into, as I say, stepping into the shit. As soon as I came through the door, an hour or two, boom, change of plans. Get in your right mind, sober the fuck up. That would be justice. She trying to take you back before she died. You trying to blame the death like people don't die. How you gonna die at this point? But we trying to talk about, if you gonna try to prevent, you trying to escape death. What is this shit? Final Destination? Oh shit. This would be Final Destination, real life. That was her final destination. Most people trying to fight for her to get up and go home to where she the fuck didn't want to go. That's the biggest story. And then the Casper, the ghost man who lifted her over the balcony coming in. So the biggest story is you trying to blame the man for killing her. It's the man if somebody killed her, right? That's what the card says. Somebody don't want to agree on that because they talk about the fucking women she was at the party with. They talk about everybody. They can't pinpoint. But it would have been a man. But anyhow, because she was running from her man. Like she was running. So ain't nowhere else to go. It's up on that ground. And they don't get that. We sit here making it a bigger fight of she was killed by the white. They don't make that fight. The fight probably would have been, bitch, how you end up on that ground? Over there. You could have ended up on your own grounds. You know what? Yeah, it's too sensitive for some people. But then they have to pay attention in their life. Gratitude, and have some gratitude. Because it seems as if it's in her energy, she wouldn't be happy with how shit turning out. And she gone. And it's only because of what the fuck. Like, what is y'all talking about? Nah, somebody want to say she wasn't happy on how she died. Hell nah. She wasn't happy before she died. Fuck how she died. I wonder how you gonna, is you gonna be happy with your death? Okay. She wasn't happy before her ass died. The death was a way out. Moving forward. Death is a celebration. That's why they say that. You cannot be afraid to die. That means you're not living. But to live doesn't mean you alive. She bringing it. The future. She didn't give a fuck about the future. But then y'all keep blaming the killer for doing their job. I know, like the killer, when y'all find them. Am I supposed to be helping find the killer? I do readings. That's why I be trying to say I don't know the fuck y'all be mad at me for. I just like to do, I read shit. It's like a book. But my shit real. I don't know if y'all will ever come out with a book and to hide the truth in there. Like this what really happened. So what happened to the killer? Oh, they got off and cool. But no, y'all want to go fucking fight and act like shit ain't right. This what happened. This is the story. Light. See the light. Magic. That's why I did a murder reading with the boy at UM. Police all up in my comment section. For what? What is you mad at me for? Cause we reading a real story. Okay, it is what it is. It's so funny. Y'all afraid to be the start of the story. Don't tell nobody the story. Y'all boring. Don't worry, regular people do shit all day. They write stories they don't want people to know. All fucking day I read about it. And then y'all trying to say she writing one they ain't want nobody to know. She was trying to go talk about her story, but to the wrong motherfucking people. She going to drown out her sorrows in her story. Do you think she could have been? Well, hold on. Hold the fuck up. I don't know what's going on. I hear shit. Damn, what I was gonna say? It was something about her. Maybe good. If we come back up, cool. Mine went blank. Safety. I told y'all the biggest story. How you gonna move? Don't be too proud to go back to shore. Who think I'm making up the story? It's right here. I don't make shit up. Maybe they don't want to tell you the real deal like her. Yeah, nah, they don't want you to know what's happening. And then that's boring, so that's why you got people like me come in and read the cards. I just do it on live. Say for instance, I just did it for myself, like, damn, hell nah, like that. But that ain't what they told the people, so it's a whole bunch of people that don't know the real thing. Basically. So I wanted to even come on here and say their story is what happened. The lady got drunk. She was very, they didn't get her no water, and then she tripped over the balcony. Y'all know how this happens, but I gotta just show y'all. This is what they're trying to say happened. And got in this house. Let me see if this this happened 12 days ago. And I'm doing a reading today. This might be it. He live. Okay. It's two of them. This is a different one. This is not the same one. Is it? Give him to the yoke, Chain. Let me see that. Okay, it's him. Y'all niggas with motion. Everywhere we go, we got motion. Damn, they so drunk. They knocking cameras down and shit. So, I wonder if they gonna show him. Feel like it's the anniversary of this shit happening, so this coming up. Cause that's what they say happened. And I want to read that. That she was so free fall, she got so drunk, and she stood on top of the fucking balcony. I'm over here like, how her cigarette stayed over here, and she fell over there. And she bust that shit open. She slipped over and fell. But that's what they told the world. That's not what happened. So now we get all the way to her. Take her to the yoke. Take her, shake back. Shake back. Shake back. Give him to the yoke, Chain. Chain it.
Hold my nephew, Chain. Hold my nephew, Chain. Hold my nephew, Chain.
Okay. So let's talk about it. Out of it, can't walk, can't do shit. That's what you tried to say. Like she couldn't have been that drunk, but she damn near was. Yeah, you said she was high. High, child. I'm gonna erase the high, and we can talk about being drunk. Cool. That was another significant detail they gave us. So as I go ahead and add it up and do my math, as drunk as she could have been for you to tell me that she slipped and fell, I understand that you cannot keep your balance when you fucked up. If you ain't get her no water, this your house. She probably did. She go in the refrigerator looking for some? I'm not sure. Y'all ain't tell us all that. But we know she at your house only having liquor. That would be the biggest thing. Y'all worry about them killing her. Can I get better details from y'all? Why the fuck did y'all let her get that drunk? So y'all need to be. That's why not to go over to their house for the party. Cause why y'all ain't have no water for the? So the party was to get significantly slizzard and go to sleep on purpose. And then now you. That's what the shit is. That's why she died. Cause she got the reason that she came there to get fucked up and go to sleep. But she ain't getting no sleep. She got fucked up though. And y'all went to sleep, but she toddled over the motherfucking balcony outside because she said she was going to smoke a fucking cigarette. I was like, how the fuck could you smoke and you that fucked up at this point? If you can't even put the fuck something. None of this shit is added up. But y'all wanted to. I know it's like a Jedi mind trick. We don't believe the story, but the only reason they give you this fucking story because it's the only thing for you to believe in. You would never know what the fuck happened. I just told you what fucking happened. And you probably don't believe the shit. That's why they gave you the easier route and closed the case and say it was an accident. She slipped and fell. Everybody else wasn't around and boom. And then now they like, how the fuck she fall right in front of your fucking window and you talking about ain't around? You ain't her shit hit the ground and was like, the fuck was that? In your yard and you know you got people at your house? All the way from 1:30 to 8. You was out, huh? Your ass was slizzard. You ain't hear shit. Now that's very understandable. So why wouldn't I let you know what's really going on? In detail, I might cut it. You might not know the real detail. I do see what Emperor was involved. I asked you, was her man at the party? They said no. Somebody else man was though. That they don't want that shit in the tabloids. Definitely not no white. If y'all talking about white people killed the black woman, you don't want the white man raping the black woman. That ain't even a conversation, huh? Y'all had the wrong fucking conversation. The whole time, once again, that shit keep coming up. She said, don't even worry about it because y'all talking about safety. Y'all just talking about be aware of what? Rapes. That's what the fuck happened. RAPED. RAPE. Rapers. This giving pedophilia. We can talk about that all month. That shit don't go away. Especially if you detail it's supposed to be a party for all women. Leave me a fuck alone. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. She could have like walked out, but she went outside to somebody else's balcony. This is a story which brings me back to a character. And y'all outraged. Travel. Now this is the bigger fucking story. Thank you. I keep saying, you talking about you finna take a break from the husband and the children, or even if they wasn't there, I'm over here questioning like what they had a household over here. Cause the bigger picture is she didn't get along with some masculine. Now it could have been her husband. That's still not a story. But we know he was not at the party, and evidently he didn't drop her off how they detailed like another husband did responsibly. to get their wife back the fuck home instead of spending the night because they too goddamn drunk. I don't give a fuck how far you stay. That party would be in detail too, but I don't think they detailed that. That would have been too much detail at this fucking point. They stay 2 hours away, so it was too far. So they just, you can spend the night. Or sober the fuck up. From 2 to 4, you'll get home at 6 o'clock in the morning. I don't fucking know. Bigger picture, she wasn't trying to go back home. That's why she went over there and planned to stay the fucking night at somebody else's husband and wife house. Not going that shit. Flag on the play. I'm calling travel. Ain't gonna work. Now, the bigger picture on that is I said, why you went there? If you really needed a break, thank you for the opportunity. So I'm finna go here for a couple hours, and now I'm finna go to the airport, child. Book a flight. How they can't get you. That's good. You perfect. You drunk. You can't drive. Sit in the back of the motherfucking airport van. They coming to pick you up. It's a way to get to the airport. Taxi somebody. At this point, you could have even with the husband who left with the wife. If you had a setup, see, get your mind right. Could have took you to the airport at this point. I pay you to take you to the airport. Thank you. I'm finna go on a real vacation. If you want to go some goddamn way. Seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to the sea coral. An even bigger picture. As they told us what happened, that she slipped and fell over the balcony and gave us so much of details with the cigarettes and shit still being on the balcony and she over the balcony. Travel. You hearing that stuff? That was a big detail. I don't know if somebody caught that. I did, and it's very in detail that I'm like, damn, y'all ain't got no video. Like, let me close my eyes and picture the backyard. How is it that, like, I see a fence. This, like, community, like, the house is right next door to each other. They got a little backyard. And I see it being dark. I'm trying to turn the light on. It's dark, and she going out there fucking smoking. So now let's go. I'm over here. How I go from a rape and you ain't got nowhere else to go to, like, you ain't trying to get out of there, so you went out there and smoked. I don't believe he raped you. I don't want to believe that story. So I want to believe you was outside. They heard the door open. The rape is going to entail, I'm going to keep, if that happened, I just want to not believe in it. I'm going to stick it in a story where it goes with the side iron. He was trying to make her, he was down there raping her with the energy like, you married, so don't mind her no fucking way, but you gonna mind her a little bit because of how uncomfortable she is. And even other people making her. So you gonna mind her energy, although you don't. That would be the rape. Okay, and that been all fucking day. If that's the rape. But I see somebody coming downstairs, but as they come downstairs, I see what she already outside. That's why I have to make up the whole story with the rape. You raping me with your eyes. I don't know if somebody, let me go deeper because let's keep going. Now, this is the story that it kind of want to hop and skip because I'm like, how I go from one to another. From this one, if they say this is happening, if they giving me detail that the doors open and then the last open but never closed at 1:45, 1:54, some shit like that. And then all the way until 8:45 the next morning. So now the person coming downstairs, that's why the door opened for the last time, because she actually opened it and closed it like they said, but the person came behind her, opened it. Flag on the play. I told you they give it too many details, but you can't discover the shit. That's why I was open and left open for the last time. And then we over here like, this happened at what time? Because if she went out the house 6 fucking hours, don't nobody know what happened. No, this shit happened instantly at 1:30, 1:45, 2 o'clock, around this whole fucking time. That's why I'm like, it's 4 day in the morning. But that's when they could have called the police between 1 and fucking 4, 5, and 6 because they trying to figure out what the fuck to do. But they say it's all the way at 9 o'clock in the fucking morning because they sleep. Don't nobody know what happened. No, how the shit happened at 1, 2 o'clock in the fucking morning between everybody going to sleep, finishing at what 1:30 they said, and then now you got somebody coming back downstairs between 2 and 3. Like I'm even trying to figure. It said they was upstairs for a while, and it's like 4 o'clock in the morning. So this is closer to when everybody going to bed versus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This 6 fucking hours later. That's the difference. So you like, did it happen? Like, did they go upstairs and he came right back down? Because that when she went outside. No, remember, they went upstairs. The last person that was there was the girl whose husband came and got her. So that's why it's ample time from them being upstairs, them being downstairs. So now it's 1:30. They probably went up. That would have said 1:30, and then she left at 1:45. And then she went out at 1:54, around 2. It never opened back up because now the picture is him coming down right after her, and that's the end of the fucking story. That's the end of the story. Because now I'm trying to go back into they saying they heard it open and close and then open again the whole time while they fucking upstairs, or that's just what happened. That's what they noticed. They forget what they hearing. They don't even know. But that was what is the opening, closing, and opening? When the fuck did that happen? They said around 1:30 because that was the last time. So that means she never came back in the fucking house between 1:30 and 8 o'clock. But y'all didn't notice that shit because y'all was dead ass knocked out at 1:30 as soon as y'all went the fuck upstairs. I could believe it. I get it. I've been so fucking slick. I wouldn't have had sex though. Too explicit, but I didn't just have it. You ever been so fucking slick you just hit the bed and that's what they trying to say. It's a flag on the play, man. Big flag on the play. The story is he came back downstairs. We trying to figure out one time after the last person had done left, just about 4 o'clock in the fucking morning. I think he started feeling on her. This would be the rape. I'm trying to like really discover this fucking story. He started raping her, you know, I'm trying to say with the eyes, that was earlier and uncomfortable. And then now we get later on into the motherfucking night. And it was destined to happen at this fucking point. That's why it's like she gone. And I'm like, did she really slip and fall? Nah, this was a bend over, what? Lift up. That's like L-I-F-T up, lift up. He lifted her ass up, all right? He bent over, lifted her ass up, and threw her ass over the balcony. Who? Is they gonna give a fuck about who? Y'all didn't, because y'all was talking about all of them. That's what she talking about. That's the whole bigger energy. Like, y'all be fighting for the wrong shit, so how you gonna really get down to the cause? Be still and know. That go back into the bigger picture. Y'all know damn well it don't sound right. You don't want to believe in what the fuck they saying. You don't, because it ain't true. But now you don't know what's true, and then you fighting for what? You don't even know what the fuck going on yet. The bigger picture. Then you blaming people who ain't got shit to do with it, which make it null and void. Well, they all got something to do with it at the end of the day because they was there. You so fucking unfair. That's why they brought everybody into it. What about the man who bought the wife and didn't stay? What about him? Well, not him because he evidently Well, let's talk about evidence. Why did she come and start smoking up to people's shit and then leave? Why is she making an exit plan? Why didn't she travel? You ain't asking her. You talking about the killer. And this is what it's saying. Her ass didn't go nowhere. You still ain't blaming her for not going nowhere. You blaming the killer for killing her, if that's the case. And they trying to tell you, bitch, she slipped and fucking fell into the house and then out of the motherfucker. All over the virtues, put on love. I told you, very uncomfortable at that house. Act justly, love mercy, walk humbly. And that's why she gone, because you ain't go no fuck. Where you walking to? Over the balcony, and that's what they told y'all. She walked over the balcony. She was trying to walk and she slipped and fell over the balcony, which would make so much sense. That would be spiritual form. Like you walked into that house and you could have walked your ass out, but you had walked out the back door. Walk your ass out the front. Taste and see, right? That the Lord is good all day, every day. She wanted to go see the Lord, child. With God, all things are possible. Some of y'all probably don't believe that. Like, she was tired of life too. She just over there lollygagging, bullshitting, right? All the red flags to leave and go back home, but she just gonna stay in, spend the night. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Growth, collaboration. That's what be like, sober the fuck up. You see how this shit going. You can't smoke. They sitting here calling you drunk and you can smoke like Bob. I don't know they were calling her drunk, but in the motherfucking text they did. So they probably ain't do it in her face. But there you go. I mean, if you're going to blame the white people for perpetrating, I would just say they ain't sober her ass up and then talk about how unsober she was. What type of fucking friends is that? They didn't even try to help you get sober. But then wanted to talk about how dilute, what's the word? Filled up on drugs and alcohol you were. They ain't try to help you get off that shit. Crazy as fuck, man. Now that would be the bigger picture. That's why I don't want to hear it. Y'all sitting there blaming them. They ain't giving us much of a fucking story to blame their ass on. Except y'all is not no good party goers. They are not. That would be the bigger picture. No type of complimentary party goers. You should have water to sober up your motherfucking people instead of talking about how fucked up they were. Yes, and believe the story. Now you want, if you want to believe, but you don't. That's what it said. That what it said. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. You trying to figure out what's the true story. And then seeing the surface of the ocean is not the same as diving deep to the sea. Oh, to see the coral. Now that's why I was like, this, you don't gotta believe my story. That, the rape. And that's why I'm trying to find all the rape that's done. It definitely was the eye contact in the beginning of the parties to try to make her feel comfortable, but he wasn't saying much. And then when he came downstairs, it said that he groped her. Okay. And then that's what made her get up and go out. I'm over here like making up the story that when the person left, the other girl, and the husband came and got the girl and she left, she went out for a smoke because she finna, close at the house at 2:00. They just went up at 1:30. She just left at 1:45, and I'm finna close it up at 2:00. That would be me thinking that's how the shit go. And then by the time she went out there, he came back downstairs. That would be the right back shit. He went up at 1:30 with like 5-10 minutes. By the time he came back downstairs, 15 actually. I'm trying to be precise. And then by the time she left, she going out. That's why the door opened one last time. So now it sounds like you went outside and left the door open. No, because they said you opened it, closed it, and then opened it the last time. I don't know if it gave us specifics. It probably did, but that is going to get me back on the roller coaster, and I don't want to go there. So now let's make sense of it. As you opened it and closed it, they came right behind you and opened it. That's why it didn't get closed again. Now, what time did this happen? I'm trying to put it in the same timeline as they go upstairs, they chill for a little bit, they one leave. As this shit get closed down, I'm going out real quick for a quick smoke. I'll be right back. But I never make it back because somebody came after me, flipped my ass over the fucking balcony. But this is 1:30 to 2 o'clock. And they ain't called the motherfucking other police until 9 fucking o'clock. So that's why I'm over here like, this is at 4 day in the morning. I'm trying to stretch the time. No, this at like 1:50. Confirmation, because they already told us it was 1:45, 1:30, 1:45, and 1:54 when the door opened last, because that's when they opened at 1:50, but they clocking at 54. That's when they opened and walked behind her and pushed her. Now, I'm over here like, where's the rape coming in? Am I making that story? Well, he got time to do that shit if that happened all at 1:50. They told us what happened, but they said it was a slip and fall. And I'm making up how he was sexually involved. So that shit happened. I don't know between what time. One of these stories is fucking true, and I don't know. I feel like I can't see the fucking future. I see a rape story here, y'all. And she over here thinking like, why am I here? I should be at home. That's when she thought about that. Now I'm over here like, it just tell us straight up that what happened is he picked her up. He lifted her up and threw her ass over the balcony. That's all that. But between them, so now the timeline off. I will believe that. I'm gonna believe in that. It's time to release negative energy, meditate, and contemplate, especially on that timeline, because that's why they gave us specific timeline. The details too fucking just specific. They was determined to leave out details and give us certain ones to make it add up to the fucking story. That's why she's like, that's a lie. The timelines is off, and the specific details was, I mean, as if I'm giving up like the cover up on that shit, was how the husband dropped off one wife and then had came and picked her up, but it was the last thing to leave. That was a very specific detail because that was at 1:45, and it's happened between 1:50, 4 o'clock, and 8 o'clock. Some shit like that. Like you got the fucking whole overnight shift. It's a whole work shift that's being covered up between 1:50 and 4 o'clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 fucking hours. And then from 4 to 8. That's why you gotta make it sense. That's why it's 8:45. It's from 1 to 4. My bad, 2 to 4. Damn. It's 2, 4, and 8. That's a lot of even numbers. That's how I know it's the fucking police at this fucking point. It's the whole. That's how it's a cover up. I mean, but it take me back to how some of the police, like, they find out what some of their ass be doing, and then they go down. They don't be on the force no more. And yeah, because they can't compromise the force. Some of their ass do get off the force, resign or some shit. Their ass get taken. They don't work there no more. Yeah. We might not know about it. I'm over here hearing like justice get done. You might just don't know, because you was fighting for the wrong justice. That's another thing. Like, you fighting the wrong cause, but we gonna get what need to be done. So maybe like it's dirty officers on the force, and they eventually get knocked also. And a lot of them, this what I heard, a lot of that shit get done in private, so you won't like always look at the police force like that. But as soon as they say something about, and then they had to know that was another key point, officer. That's why they didn't want her smoking marijuana. That's all you had to fucking hear. That would have been the only thing. But if you can't, I mean, of course, there's other details, but that's a big one too. That would be the first one. The other ones kind of come to play them out. All I need to know it was the police party. Okay, so the cover up begins. Focus. Would be her going into the party. Your ass want to party with the police. Positivity. Ain't shit positive about that. Ain't no positive outcome. Especially if they don't do what you do at this fucking point. And this is what they trying to say. Your ass black and they white. That what they trying to say is the bigger picture. Well, stay lost over there. I see a way bigger picture. Especially with all this, crime on crime, no matter where the fuck it come from. It don't matter what it like. It don't matter where the fuck shit come from. But then you trying to make it do that. It gonna get lost. You blocking yourself. And she don't want you blocking yourself. She said, don't make my death a small thing. The character. Alright, this shit way bigger than that. It ain't got shit to do with the ladies. Ain't no bitch strong enough to. Yes, that's what she's saying. But y'all want to give it to their ass. Wrong fight, man. She said, I would have fucking kicked them horses' ass. You hoes don't know me. Kung Fu karate chop around her, but this man caught her off guard, like from the back. So that's why I'm like, well, how did the groping or the raping? Like, I feel like I'm making that up because I'm going straight to the scene of where she like this over the balcony and she just get flipped over. It wasn't no warning or nothing. He probably did it before, like lift her up from her ass, her pussy, grab her by the pussy, like Trump. This not even funny at this point. I don't know if he tried to get a copper feel before he flipped her ass. I'm over here like, did she have on a dress? He definitely grabbed her from the back and she was like, the fuck? I don't know if he did all that. And she was like, and flipped her ass. Grabbed her and flipped her. I don't know what happened. That's the picture I'm getting. I'm like, when did the groping happen? In the house or on the balcony? Because the next specific would be the fucking lighter and the goddamn, she dropped the lighter and the cigarette. Why you had to tell me that it was an unlit cigarette? You know when that bitch went out. So it was like a whole scene on the balcony before she got flipped over and shit. Between 2 and 4. I don't know what time. I got 150. But they found her at 8. Okay. I could imagine doing all this shit like 150, 2 o'clock, and then just going to sleep. You know what the fuck already happened, but we'll call the people in the morning. Go back to sleep. What was that, honey? No worries. Go back to sleep, honey. Figure that shit out in the morning. Hey, this was... Know where I got it. That's why both of them called the police. Remember? I was wondering why 2 people got to call the police. It's like a movie, y'all. It's like, if y'all hear about this on CSI, later on down the line, this would be the justice. Y'all find out the real story. And they did too. Like, they were like, Ari's, didn't I tell you the goddamn husband? And not hers. Not her husband. It was the man of the house. Keep coming up. Because the biggest story is like, why is you there? It's other people that had their husband there. Why your husband out there? And why you spending the night? Why you spending the night? So that was, some of the conversation, like, don't spend the night, or I'm not gonna let my children spend the night. That's you going somewhere with that. That's a part of it. Because she has so many restrictions on. And then, okay, I ain't gonna smoke all night. I'm evidently gonna be asleep. So it's not that bad. I can spend the night. I don't have to go home. I don't have to smoke. Them just your red flags. Because you can possibly smoke comfortably at motherfucking home. I don't know. But let's talk about it. The bigger picture that people don't want to talk about. Twin flames. And I said it coming into the reading. We 3 hours on this good ass reading. 305. 56304. I'm a minute ahead. See, I'm always ahead of the game. Oh, first, middle, or last initial. So that's what be the killer. Did they have a man named? Oh, matter of fact, they probably ain't tell us no names. They gave us some last names. His first name probably started with O. It could be a middle, first, middle, or last. But he want to be disclosed, and the universe gonna let it because it was her ass going into this shit. Soulmates fucking with your soulmates, and they not gonna work. If you ain't with your divine partnership or your twin flame and you trying to make shit work out with your soulmates, oh, that shit ain't gonna motherfucking work. You realize that? You. UK. I'm getting like Casper the Ghost. I told y'all like another country. This shit don't make no sense in the USA. In the US, like this is what y'all talk about. It's a whole lady that was flipped over a fucking balcony, and y'all talking about spending the night with white people. I get the picture, but it's a bigger one. Why the fuck did she go? Fuck, when you talking about why they did what they did, why you ain't talking about what she did, what she evidently wanted to get done. But they ain't had to do her like that. They gonna do you any kind of motherfucking way. They soulmates. Oh, your twin flame is what is gonna help you float through this shit or sink. These motherfuckers definitely sunken. It's like it's giving me the Jordan Peele, Get Out, the sunken place. There's no entrance, no through alley, no nothing with soulmates. It's work, not work. If it ain't working, it ain't gonna work ever work. Don't try to make it work. That would be her red flags. You can't smoke here. So okay, it's not that you can't be here, but you definitely don't need to be spending the night. Don't even get comfortable for real. Get sobered up, take your ass on. But if you're not gonna listen to that, oh, keep going down the alphabet. Did you make it to Z? Let's see. Your twin flame. Going from the beginning, I'm back at A. You have a whole twin flame, husband, children, and you trying to soak in that and bring it to some fucking what else. The first fucking red flag. You ain't even drunk yet. You might be high since you were a casual smoker. Hell, you smoking over there. So your ass might be high. Oh, they did say you bought a bottle too. God damn. That was on point with these details. They say she came in with a fucking bottle. So whatever, maybe she'll bring the bottle to the party, no assumptions. But the whole situation is you come into some destruction because you running away from, the bigger picture you blaming it on because it was a party I was invited to. It was a birthday. Some shit you ain't, man, I ain't got my life straight right now. Oh, realizing that. Oh, I'm battling this shit. So amazing twin flame. I'm going through it with my twin flame, and I'm over here coming to think I can let off some steam or some energy or vacation. We talked about this. This shit run real deep. This travel. Because if you're talking about you needed some space, you needed some time, you needed some bitch, not over there. Oh, you ain't know that? Like you don't. I said it off top. I'm not trying to be funny. You talking about you need to get away, you need some time to yourself. How? Go do something for real. But you trying to go get some solitude with the soulmates. You's a fucking lie. Trying to make some magic happen. You's a lie. You don't, it's nothing for you to focus on it. I'm not even gonna, that's the creator creating that energy to where like you don't even have to keep living through this. Cause you is struggling. And this is not fair. You know, you have to wonder like when is your time up, you know? When is you finished or whatever. I mean, even when you at your pinnacle, shit, you done. And you go, you know. But you have to believe. Especially if you want to, you got to watch what you believe. I don't give a fuck what's the story. That's why I got so many stories here raping, and I got to get the right rape story. So the one I would go with the rape story, the bigger one I go with is that he tried to get off from her before, you know, he threw her ass over the balcony, and if she was some fresh meat like a deer, this is where it's going deeper. Because that's why I keep talking about. So if y'all keep talking about it's a white and black and the white people killed the black girl, like what about bigger shit? Like what if she was raped or something? Okay, but it would be like some fresh deer meat. She had just expired. That's why they trying to figure out how she flip over the balcony and then she got a ruptured heart, a broken wrist, and it was something else if I could think. But her pussy still is still she ain't gone. It's still hot. I can't imagine you raping a dead person. This is disgusting. But if it's not that deep, y'all, like if the man over there, like, no, I did not do that. This girl making up a fucking story. This man wanted to test her. She ain't want to give it up. She was finna die about that shit any goddamn way. She definitely got flipped over the balcony because of the way she worked and what wasn't working. Now, whether it was because why is you smoking at somebody's house? They tired of you. They just flipped you over the balcony. Well, you ain't give up what they fucking wanted. You ain't work with how they was working, what they wanted you to work with. That would be the collaboration. Got tired of that shit. Came downstairs, checked on her. I already knew how shit was going. So it's like manipulation coming into this positivity. This would be me asking, why you staying there? You know what I'm saying? I feel like I'm really done with the reading while I'm still here. But it's so much to really explain in this because it's so much what they didn't fight for. They over here fighting for a fucked up cause. But it's like staying positive in the situation, like everything coming against you. You feel like you on the outside while you there, you feel a little weird. You already going through home problems and you over there just watching the ball game and trying to enjoy yourself. And you can't even go enjoy your fucking blunt and clear your mind. So now that's the whole purpose. And then you got to stay the night and you ain't even that fucking drunk. And you just like, this shit is boring. I want to go outside and smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is like positivity at its finest. Like you trying to get through this shit, but where's this grown status? And they want to point out your age, 40 years old. This is what they saying. Right? So if you want to believe in the character of why the fucking character stayed, why is the character playing this part at this point? Just like in a scary movie and you running real slow in slow motion. You screaming, so even if the fucking killer was blind, they can hear where the fuck you going. They can already hear your footsteps. Sensitivity, but you want to be as quiet as possible and get the fuck on. But that's not your strategy. Your strategy is what you see in the movies, normal shit. So somebody can hear you and you think they finna come. Bitch, they locking up, getting down. Wait 10 minutes. You need anything else? Okay, they ain't fucking with us. Cool. Reality. It's a whole facade here. And it's kind of drowning and draining. That's why I keep saying she ain't even had no pool. She just at the bottom on the ground and shit. Like, done dealio, y'all. Twin flames. You could have been at home with your person. I don't know why you spending the night at somebody's house and they got a husband or wife. I don't care what the circumstances is, especially alcohol, excuse, sober the fuck up. Don't drink. Fuck you talking about. What's the assignment here? But that ain't what y'all talking about. Y'all talking about don't spend the night. I say don't drink, so you will have to spend the night. You know what? Fuck y'all. I love y'all. I can't wait to see y'all next time here on the 305 Goddess channel. We out. Later.